Activated Nico Collins off IR. A lot of folks thought that was an indication we were going to see him tonight, but we found out about 90 minutes ago that he is still inactive. So you mentioned it. No Stephon Diggs, no Nico Collins. A lot on the shoulders of Tank Dell.
And Tank Dell had his season high, 126 yards last week. He hadn't had over 70 receiving yards in any game up till last week. A lot is going to be asked of him, but it really obviously would help if they can get a running game going to take a little bit of pressure off of it.
All right, we mentioned it's a beautiful night here in Houston, 76 degrees with the roof open, and Scott talked about it. All kinds of red here in the stands tonight. The Texans are wearing their brand new Battle Red alternates. They have red tops with navy blue numbers, red pants, and red helmets. Meanwhile, the Lions are in the white jerseys with the Honolulu blue numbers. They have white pants, and they have silver helmets. We're going to see the Detroit offense on the field first. It's time for the opening kickoff, sponsored by T-Mobile. Switch to T-Mobile. You can get tons of benefits and still save on every plan versus AT&T and Verizon.
They're sharp.
Yep. And the horn element also in the end zones with Houston north end zone, Texan south end zone with the horn logos on each side. As Fairbairn will tee the ball up at the 35-yard line and kick off toward the south end zone. Back deep, Khalil Dorsey for the Lions, and joining him, Khalif Raymond. Dangerous return man out of Holy Cross in his 8th season.
Shows you how much the Lions believe in their offense, Mark. Win the toss, they take the football, and here we go.
And here's Fairbairn getting the sign from the officials. On Battle Red Night, primetime game, Texans, Lions. We are ready to rock at H-Town. Here's the opening kick. It's going to be relatively short, and taking a knee a yard deep, Khalif Raymond. I got a feeling that Fairbairn wanted to hang that a little shorter and force the return. Lions didn't bite. They'll take the ball at the 30-yard line, Andre. We're going to see this offense. Two outstanding running backs in Montgomery and Gibbs, and Jared Goff putting on a show this year.
Yeah, he has been lights out, 83% in his last 5 games. Just sick production from the quarterback spot with Jared Goff.
First down, Lions from their 30. Goff under center. And Goff fakes to give. Steps out to his right, throws short right, just threw it to the ground as the pressure was on. And not looking for the ball was Zylstra, the tight end, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, it looked like it maybe slipped out of his hand as he's trying to get it to his tight end. And maybe that or Petrie was in such good position that he went ahead and just dirted the football.
Yep, that was Brock Wright, actually, the tight end. Bunch formation, wide side right, Goff in the gun this time. And in the backfield, it's Jahmyr Gibbs. 2nd and 10 from the Detroit 30-yard line. Here's Goff in the gun, calling for the ball. Here's the snap. Here's Gibbs up the middle, and Gibbs wrestled down, 5-yard gain up to the 35-yard line as Danico Autry got the bulk of that tackle, forcing 3rd and 5 for the Lions.
Yeah, you hear so much about David Montgomery, and he's had some big gains for the Lions, but Jahmyr Gibbs, he can run between the tackles as well as get the edges.
Detroit in a hurry. Here's Goff. Inside feed here, and cutting to his left. St. Brown has the first down on the little flip, and he makes it to the 42-yard line. The sticks move.
That looked like a play out of the playbook of the Kansas City Chiefs. Going one way, misdirection. They flip it to St. Brown coming underneath, and I'm wondering if that's a pass, Mark, because it happened in front of him, and so it resembles more of a shovel pass than a toss.
So close by.
Yeah.
From the 42-yard line of the Lions. Opening drive. Offset I formation. Goff feeds Montgomery, running left, trying to soften the Texans up. He makes it across the 45-yard line. A big pile of battle red bodies in there, including Danielle Hunter, who leads the NFL in QB pressures and needs a big game tonight. No Will Anderson Jr. available. That's why Autry is getting the start.
Well, the Lions are in and out of the huddle so fast that it feels like they're going tempo. I mean, it seems like they never huddle, that they're right at the line of scrimmage because they're in and out so quickly.
2nd down and a long 6 across the Lions 45. Goff under center, one back. Goff stops, throws right side. He's got Jamison Williams, but behind the line of scrimmage, flagged down as Williams is escorted out of bounds right side by Petrie at the 46-yard line. Let's see what this is about.
This may be on St. Brown for blocking a little bit too early before the ball is thrown.
Let's hope so. Vinovich about to let us know, our referee tonight.
Ineligible receiver downfield, offense number 71.
We'll take that too.
5-yard penalty, repeat second down.
Kevin Zeitler, the right guard, released. They were trying to throw a little tunnel screen, and you're going to pull one of those guys to go kick out on the corner, whether it's Penny Sewell, or Kevin Zeitler, and they chose to pull the guard. He got there a little bit too quickly.
It'll be 2nd down and 11. Next snap, 13:15 to go, first quarter, opening drive of the game. Lions have it, driving toward the north end zone. 2nd and 11 from the Detroit 41-yard line. Gibbs in the backfield, Goff in the gun. 2 receivers wide side right. Here's the snap to Goff, looking, firing, tipped in the air, and intercepted. Texans have it at the 35-yard line of Detroit. Jimmy Ward off the carom with the pick.
Welcome back, Jimmy Ward. Petrie with the tip. They work on it daily. And Jimmy Ward with the scoop and the interception. The Texans are set up in great field position to operate their first offensive series here.
Goff's first interception since week 3. What a way to open the game.
The man bleeds human blood. And some of the stats for Jared Goff are just, you wonder if he's an alien impersonating Jared Goff.
They're looking at this a long time. Jimmy dove for it as it was going down. And they're going to move the sticks. This stands. They look at all turnovers.
Come on, take a shot. Take a shot right here, Mark. Take a shot.
Ball at the Detroit 33. Sudden change. C.J. Stroud, shotgun. Mixon to his right. Tank Dell in motion to the right. On first down at the Lions 33. Here's Mechie in motion. Handoff, Mixon running left, and maybe a couple up to the 31-yard line. Let's see where they mark Joe.
Yeah, they've been stout. Maybe a yard and a half gain, but they've been stout in the running game with Alex Anzalone. They're 2 linebackers. He and Jack Campbell playing some really good football in the middle against the run. They make it almost impossible to run the football against them. And the problem has been since Aiden Hutchinson went out, they haven't been able to get much pass rush off the edges.
2nd and a long 8 across the Detroit 32-yard line. Stroud under center with Mixon in the backfield. Everybody bunched in pretty tight here. CJ looks over the Lions front. Stroud with the toss to Mixon, looking for blocking on the right. There's nothing there, and he's dropped for a loss as the play was blown up by Brian Branch, the second-year DB out of Alabama, and it's 3rd down and long all of a sudden.
I'm not sure what the officials are looking at, but Trevor Nowaski, as a guy, he was lined up almost right on the ball. I thought he was offsides for sure, and no flag on the play.
I don't know how they miss those things. Everybody's standing still, and I just saw the replay, Dre. You are absolutely right. 3rd down and 10. 3 receivers wide side left. Stroud shotgun. 3rd and 10 at the Lions 33. 1 back, Dario Gunbowala.
Here comes pressure, Mark.
Patterson to center, snaps CJ the ball. Stroud plants, Stroud looking, and he throws to his left. Got a man! First down inside the 20-yard line. Backpedaling Tank Dell, tagged down in the red zone as the Texans move the sticks with a 13-yard gain.
You're talking about stepping up in a big, big way as Tank Dell, and he's not a big guy at 5'10", about 165 pounds or so, but he can run routes, and he's got great hands. That ball was thrown well before he came out of his break. Gave an outside move, came back inside, and the ball was right there waiting on Tank Dell.
The TD-ECU red zone. First down, Texans at the Detroit 20. Stroud under center, Mixon in the backfield, bunch formation right now, Dell in motion. Hand off to Mixon, running right, trying to find a seam, and he gets down to the 18-yard line. Just a couple there for Joe. As Aleem McNeil, one of those big defensive tackles for the Lions, makes the tackle. 2nd down and 8. We have 10.5 to go first quarter. Texans driving after the takeaway. Jared Goff picked off for the first time since week 3. Petrie had a tip, and Jimmy Ward dove for the ball and got the INT.
Yeah, and a big 3rd down conversion mixed in there by Tank from C.J. Stroud to Tank Dell. Kept this drive alive, and here they are inside the red zone.
2nd and 8 at the Lions 18. Stroud sees Stover in motion, stops him in a bunch left side. Now Stover comes to the right side. Handoff, mix it again. Angling right. Mixon looking for something, and he's going to be twisted down to the backfield. He'll lose yardage back to the 26-yard line. A swarm of Lions defenders got him as there was nothing on the right side. Texans tried to establish the run, Dre, but it's tough.
Yeah, and that's a mistake by Joe Mixon that you don't normally see. You got to just take what's there. If it's a loss, own it, and you're right back around the original line of scrimmage. When you try to reroute yourself like that and go backwards, there's a lot of white jerseys in the area that was there waiting on Joe Mixon.
Texans picked up a 3rd and 10 moments ago. This is 3rd and 16. 3rd and 16 at the Detroit 26-yard line. Bunch formation left. Stroud in the gun. Here's the snap to C.J. Stepping up. C.J. looking. Throwing left side short of the sticks. But on his way to the first down marker, Mechie, 1st and goal, Texans at the 9 as Mechie runs out of bounds there.
Great play by C.J. Stroud, but an even better play by Mechie because he recognized exactly where he was on the field, saw and identified the first down marker, and just put his head down, got to full speed, and just almost dove for that marker. Made sure that he picked up the first down.
They marked him at the 10.
He didn't try to dance with anybody, make a guy miss. That's what I like. Go get the first down.
1st and goal at the 10. Stroud under center, Mixon in the backfield. C.J. looks it over. Stroud gets back, throws right side, and a couple of yards on the pass play to Cade Stover as Anzalone helps bring him down. Campbell over there as well. 2nd and goal from the 8.
We got to remember our old friend calling the defensive plays, the sequences for this Lions defense, Aaron Glenn, a one-time Texans player, now defensive coordinator for the Detroit Lions.
Glenn, an original Texan, made the Pro Bowl in 2002 along with Gary Walker. Just amazing for an expansion team. Play clock down to 9. They got to get to it, and they run to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and goal at the 8. Stroud, empty backfield. They got to call timeout.
Yeah, D'Amico's going to make sure
First charge timeout.
Lose out
Houston.
on a golden
30-second
opportunity here to put the ball in the end zone. So you got to make sure things are in place, the proper play is called, and you're not rushing to just run a play.
We're going to keep it right here. We're going to go right down to the field and check in with John Harris. Johnny?
You know, we talked about this going into the Jets game, about how the receivers had to battle violence with violence. And I really thought it was going to be important against the Jets. You saw Tank Dell in that first 3rd down catch. He's running that dig route. Amik Robertson had him by both shoulders as Tank was trying to cross his face to get inside. And Tank fought through that, didn't get a call, and then went and got the football. He didn't get up and go, oh, they held me. He fought through that, made the catch for a first down, and it's gotten him to this point right here, where this is a big 2nd and goal for me.
Yeah, huge 3rd down catch by Tank Dell, and he is just kind of emerging. In the absence of Nico and Stephon Diggs, Tank Dell has stepped up in a major league way.
Empty backfield for Stroud. 2nd and goal at the 8. Back for the timeout.
Quarterback draw, baby.
Now Mixon comes into the backfield. And he gets the handoff. Running left across the 5. Mixon, touchdown, Houston. 8-yard run, Joe Mixon, as the Texans take the early lead.
What a block. And he should go thank number 2, Robert Woods, who threw one heck of a block back inside to give him all the necessary room to get leverage on the defense and into the end zone. He doesn't get there, trust me, without the block of Robert Woods. Excellent play.
33-yard drive after the interception.
And that's hanging with the running game. You had a negative yardage play, a couple of plays that went for maybe a yard, half a yard, but you stayed with it, and that block by Woods, oh my goodness.
Fairbairn's extra point attempt, left hash mark. Snap is down, the kick is up. And Emi makes it. It's the first Texans touchdown in the first quarter in their last 4 games. And it gives them a 7-0 lead over Detroit. 7:46 to go. First frame. This is Texans Radio.
It's always football season in Texas. And Reliant is bringing the energy. Powering game day for the Houston Texans and Texans fans across the Lone Star State. Reliant is the only energy provider trusted by the Houston Texans to power every electric moment. For the fans in the stands or on the couch this season and beyond. Reliant, proud to be the official energy provider of your Houston Texans.
Reliant. PUCT number 10007.
Houston's hospitality market is on fire. And with Bayou Hospitality, your official partner of the Houston Texans, you can invest in hotels in the Houston area. Enjoy a 12% targeted return with opportunities starting at just $25,000. Something you definitely won't get from your bank. It's a smart, exciting way to grow your investment in a thriving city. Visit bayou.fund to get started today. Investment subject to risk. See website for details.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
For the third time this season, the Texans have scored a TD on their opening drive. That was after a takeaway. This Joe Mixon 8-yard run. Scoring drives brought to you by your Houston area Ford dealers. Ford is the best in Texas. 8 plays, big pass plays from Stroud to Dell to pick up a 3rd and 10, 3rd and 16 to Mechie, who got them a goal to go at the 10, and Mixon ran it in from the 8 as they were in the TDECU red zone. For every trip the Texans make to the red zone this season, TDECU makes a donation to KIPP Sunnyside School in support of their students and faculty. Let's go down to the field and check in with Johnny Harris. John.
Well, in a game where the Lions score so many points, you knew you had to steal a drive somewhere. And on their first drive, to take the ball away from them, a team that only turned over 5 times, to do that on the first drive, and then you get the ball to start the second half, it's a brilliant way to start. The defense has got to step back up and do it again.
Texans in battle red set to kick off toward the white-clad Lions with that silver helmet. Texans 4-1 all-time against Detroit. The one time they lost was in 2004. Quarterback matchup, David Carr and Joey Harrington. It was that long ago. Here's Fairbairn swinging the leg. Returnable kick. Let's see what Raymond does. A yard deep. He'll take a knee again. And the Lions will take the ball at their 30-yard line. They had it once, and they turned it over.
One thing we talked about in the pregame show with Seth and Sean was making the Lions play from behind. Scoring touchdowns when you got down inside the red zone. The Texans have taken care of both those 2 components here early in the game. Let's see if they can stay there. Let's go wire to wire.
Goff under center, first down, Lions at their 30. Allen Robinson, the former Jaguar, wide side left. One back, Montgomery, Robinson in motion. Montgomery gets fed, and he takes it left side, just to the line of scrimmage. That's it, as Aziz helped plug the hole, and also Petrie in there, and also Tommy Togia getting some action today.
Guadacasi as well is in there on a play, had him around the legs. He didn't come out of the pile, but he was the first to contact Montgomery. Petrie kind of finished things off, but it's a heck of a job of team tackling.
2nd and 10 from the Detroit 30. Goff under center, one back. Montgomery. Goff fakes the give. Plants. And he's going to air it out deep downfield and almost intercepted. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Derek Stingley Jr. right there, step for step.
Sting had it tracked just right. The only thing he didn't do was reel it in. He step for step with the receiver, and usually that's a ball that he brings in. That should have been the 2nd interception of the first quarter.
What an opportunity, as Jamison was the intended receiver. Hunter with some pressure there, leads the league in QB pressures. And here's a 3rd and 10 for the Lions with the Texans up 7-0.
Did you see the gear that Stingley hit?
Absolutely. Montgomery in the backfield, Goff in the gun, 3rd and 10. Here's the snap from the 30. Goff, flag down. What
Play
is
clock,
up?
delay a game.
They blew
Delay
it
game. Offense number 16. 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
Well, maybe they're catching Goff on the kind of night they need to catch him on. Off. As we said earlier.
Makes no difference to me. That just catch him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just catch him on an off night. Hey, that's his problem. Deal with it when you get back to Detroit. Love
Lions break the huddle on 3rd and 15 from their 25. Empty backfield. Now Montgomery motions into the backfield. 4-man rush ready to go for Houston on 3rd and 15 from the Lions 25. Goff puts the leg down. Here's the snap. Goff drops back way deep. Hit as he throws. Dumps it off short. Laporta. And he's going to be bottled up short of the 34-yard line by a host of battle red defenders.
Seven of them to be exact, Mark.
That was swarm.
7. You talk about swarm. That's a swarm, baby. All but 4 defenders for the Texans are around Laporta, the tight end, and helping out on that stop to make sure he doesn't wiggle himself free to get to the first down marker.
6 yards short of a first down. Jack Fox, the Rice product, set to deliver. Here's the punt. And this is not a good one at the 25. Here's the catch. Sims 30, 35, 40. And he's down short of the 45-yard line. Steven Sims took off quick and gave the Texans great field position for possession number 2. 6:22 to go in the first. 7-0 Houston on top of the Lions. We'll be back after this message from your local.
Did you miss a segment of your favorite show today? Pay attention. We have it podcasted. Want to hear that incredible interview again? We have it podcasted. You guys ready? Find the podcast for your favorite sports radio AM 1300 The Zone shows.
Listen.
The Harsh Knocks Life Show with Mike Harsh and Salty. The Greg Way Show on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Progressive presents good news, bad news, dumb news, then great news. Good news. Your coworker Kyle said bundling home and auto insurance with Progressive could save you money. Bad news. While saying this, Kyle was eating your clearly labeled lunch. Dumb news. Pizza near work costs $7 a slice, and it tastes like drywall covered in ketchup. Great news. You decide to see if you could save money bundling at Progressive.com and enjoy more lunches far away from Kyle. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers not available in all states.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Getting ready for more rain and longer nights? We've got you. Right now, you can earn up to $25 in bonus rewards when you buy 2 Sylvania Silver Star Ultra bulbs and 2 Rain-X Quantum Elite wiper blades. More rewards and better visibility at America's #1 lighting destination, AutoZone.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Offer valid for AutoZone Rewards members. Restrictions apply.
Texans up 7-0. Texans up 7-0 with the ball. This quarter brought to you by CDW, people who get it. Texas Children's teaming up with the Houston Texans to encourage kids to play 60 every day. And we go to check in with John Harris.
You know, we talked about interior pass pressure the entire night when we were in the Meadowlands. All night, Quentin Williams, Javon Kinlaw. Had to make the change, obviously, putting Jared Patterson at center, Drew Scruggs over at left guard. But right now, against the Liam McNeil and DJ Reader, they're holding up pretty well. And the Lions haven't brought a ton of pressure, so those 3 inside, Mason, Patterson, Scruggs, are taking care of Reader and McNeil right now. What they can't do is get in situations where McNeil is one-on-one, and that's going to be trouble. But the pass protection, first drive, held up pretty well, especially on a couple of key third downs.
Mixon has an 8-yard touchdown run on his stat sheet, presented by Kroger. Sign up for Kroger Boost today. C.J. Stroud opens 3 for 3. Now, Mixon only has 2 yards because he lost yards previously, but that 8-yard TD has the Texans on top. Here they are with the ball for the second time tonight. First down at the Houston 43. Stroud shotgun with Mixon to his left, CJ to throw. Right side pass, got a man out of bounds at the Detroit 49-yard line. Tank Dell, another catch, his second of the game.
Yeah, nice speed out to Tank Dell, and they time it absolutely perfectly. And, I think it's in front of Carlton Davis, the Lions corner to that side. And now you start to complete those, Mark. A few out and ups. Bring him in a little closer.
Yep.
Give him the out, let Davis bite on it, and then go right by him.
2nd and 2 at the Lions 49. Stroud under center with Mixon in the backfield. CJ fakes the give. Steps to his left, throws. Wide open, Dell again. Runs out of bounds at the 40-yard line of Detroit. Back-to-back plays to Tank Dell and a first down for Houston in Lions territory. They'll mark him at the 41.
Tank Dell's taking it out on him. He's doing what the Cougars basketball team couldn't get done last night. It's U of H against Auburn right now. And Tank Dell from U of H and Carlton Davis, obviously, from Auburn. He's taking it personal. 3 catches, 29 yards already for Tank Dell.
I'll bet Davis had a better flight here than that Auburn basketball team.
Yes, indeed.
First down, Texans at the Detroit 41-yard line. Stroud under center, handoff. Mixon running left, and he can't get by the first man in, Davis. We were just talking about him. I think he took that comment personally. A 1-yard pickup, maybe a yard and a half for Joe Mixon.
When man-to-man, they seem to – that's his cover tonight is going to be Tank Dell. He's traveling everywhere Tank goes. To whatever side he goes to, Carlton Davis is following Tank or shadowing Tank Dell.
No Nico Collins tonight. Second down, and we'll call it 9 from the Lions' 40-yard line. Empty backfield now for C.J. Stroud, but here comes Mixon to join him in the backfield as Dell will do the same. Split backs. 2nd and 9 at the Detroit 40. C.J. takes the snap. Here's pressure. And a quick pass to Mixon left side. Has a little room. 35. Cutting right. 30. 25. All the way to the right sideline. 20. 15. 10. 5. And down inside the 4-yard line. Arnold chased him down.
Yes!
First and goal. Houston.
And my man Mark Vandermeer called for that exact thing in the pregame show. Throw the football to Joe Mixon when he's on the field. They brought pressure, and you're going to quick screen it to the back. It's the perfect call for the defense that Detroit was in.
36 yards. First and goal at the 3. Here's Mixon over left guard. Down at the 1. Flag down. Don't tell me.
They got to hold inside. And I think it's going to be against Juice.
Holding. Offense number 70.
Yep.
10-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
Juice playing guard tonight, not center. Patterson's the center, but the Texans get ticketed, and this will make life tougher for them.
And, we were talking about Patterson. Can he make all the calls? Well, he's got the main starting center right next door to him. So he can help him out in terms of any calls that are made up front and getting the offensive line and the protection squared away.
Patterson's second year. He started opening day last year at Baltimore. First and goal at the 13-yard line. Stroud under center with Mixon in the backfield. Here's motion. Here's Mixon up the middle, 2, maybe 3 to the 11-yard line. They'll give him 2.
I know sometimes on running plays you want to leave the in-man opposite the side of the run free. But I don't think they can afford to do it because Josh Paschal is crashing down inside and getting himself involved in the play a little bit too quickly, and I think Laramie Tunsil is down.
Yeah, he's on a knee, and the medical team will have to come out and take a look at Laramie as Blake Fisher will likely check in for him.
He's already in the huddle.
On this second and goal from the 11, Texans got the 36-yard pass play to Mixon to get him down here, but they're trying to punch it in and get the big points. As you said, it's another trip to the TD ECU red zone, and they want to cash in. Got to cash in with the TDs, not the field goals.
Yeah, and I right now what I would do, show it to Mixon, let Paschal go crashing down inside, pull it, and then bring some crossers from the backside. So CJ can either bootleg away from it, boot and set himself up. There are a lot of options when you get an eager defensive end that wants to go crashing down inside to help out in the running game.
Back to the action. Second and goal at the 11. Mixon in the backfield. CJ in the gun. Everybody bunched in fairly tight here on second and goal at the 11-yard line. Stroud gets the snap, looking. He's got a little time, stepping up, throws last moment right side and out of bounds. Intended for Mixon. Did somebody get a paw on that ball? It's third and goal.
He was, there was someone in his face, the guy that was working outside, Ozarike, I think it was, working outside of Blake Fisher, came free. And he was coming free on CJ, and he kind of felt the pass rush, let it go, and knew that, hey, either Joe Mixon's going to catch it or it's going out of bounds. Smart play.
2:56 to go in the first. 7-0 Houston leads. Looking for more here. Big play coming up. Third and goal at the 11. Dell and a bunch left side.
Let's go, Mechie.
Now the backfield empties out on 3rd and goal at the 11. Stroud calling for the ball with Hutchinson to the right side. Here's the snap. CJ looking. CJ with a little time now stepping up. Stepping to his left, trying to square up, but he's going to get sacked. Back at the 17-yard line. Could not get away from Houston. James Houston brought him down, the third-year defensive end from Jackson State. And here comes Fairbairn to the field goal team. It's too bad, CJ. If he cuts it inside, he can run, but he's probably not going to make it all the way, right?
But you know what? It's okay. Take the points. Let's make it a 2-score game. And Kaimi knocks this thing through. You don't want to let points get away from you by trying to do too much and forcing a ball into coverage.
John Weeks will snap. Tommy Townsend will hold. It's 1 yard beyond an extra point. 34 yards left hash mark. The snap is down. The kick is up. It's good, and the Texans capitalize. They lead 10-0 over Detroit with 2:09 to go in the first. This is Texans Radio.
Hey, Texan Nation. This season, Crown Royal is giving back to the hosts that make game day royal. To the fans that open their doors and celebrate game day around coffee tables of queso and kitchen islands of dip. Crown Royal believes if you live generously, life will treat you royally. So this NFL season, raise a glass for the hosts of every cookout and watch party. And kick off with Crown. Visit crownroyal.com to find out more about how Crown is giving back to game day hosts this NFL season. Please drink responsibly.
As the official ticket marketplace of the Houston Texans and the NFL, Ticketmaster has a wide selection of tickets available for every game. Whether you're cheering on the Texans at home or away, Ticketmaster has you covered. With Ticketmaster's interactive seat map, you'll get a 360-degree preview of your seat so you can make sure you have the best view of those pivotal plays. Plus, the Ticketmaster app makes it easy to sell or transfer tickets if your plans change. And mobile tickets make getting in on game day a breeze. Find tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Houston Texans.
The Houston Texans and Chevron have teamed up with the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Houston and the Houston Food Bank to create the Chevron Market Pantry at the Houston Texans Team Club. The partnership provides food to the local community and is run by Team Club members and Chevron volunteers. Together, we're helping make Houston a better place to call home.
Back at NRG Stadium where the Texans lead the Lions 10-0. This scoreboard is brought to you by 6J Marketing. Your vision, our priority. Well, games around the league. How about this? Panthers are in the win column for the third time this year. They had to go all the way to Munich, Germany to get it done. 2017 winners over the New York Giants. Patriots win for the third time as well, beating the Bears 19-3. The Bills take care of the Colts 30-20 in Indianapolis. Vikings hold on in Jacksonville to beat the Jaguars 12-7. Kansas City had to block a field goal with time running out to win against the Denver Broncos 16-14. Saints win. They pick up win number 3 against the Falcons in New Orleans 20-17. 49ers get on the positive side of 500. 23-20 winners over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Steelers go to 7 wins with a 28-27 win in Washington over the Commanders. All over the Titans today were the Chargers, 27-17 winners in that game.
Another wild and wacky day in the NFL, and all the other AFC South teams fall.
And then the Jets forgot how to play. They got waxed today, 31-6.
I wish they forgot last week. 1 yard deep, right side. Dorsey takes the knee as the Texans cannot tempt the return men to bring the ball out of the end zone a yard deep. Each of the 3 kickoffs so far for the Texans. Scoring drives brought to you by your Houston area Ford dealers. Ford is the best in Texas. And after good field position, 8 plays, 41 yards. They had it down to the 3 on the Mixon 36-yard catch and run. But holding penalty snuffed out the drive. Still 10-0 Texans, 2:09 to go first quarter. Here's Jared Goff, shotgun. 1st and 10, Lions, 30-yard line. Gibbs in the game now. To the right of Goff. Goff fakes the give, looking. Now tucking it, now running to the right side, and Goff's going to throw the ball out of bounds. Good pressure there by Autry, chasing down the veteran Goff, and it's 2nd and 10.
You mentioned the score, 10-0, right?
Yep.
That matches the largest first quarter deficit the Lions have faced all season long.
Well, let's keep this going. It's too bad. On the second possession for the Lions, Stingley had a great attempt at a pick, one that he usually makes, but the Texans still got the ball back anyway. 2nd and 10 from the Detroit 30-yard line. Gibbs in the backfield. Goff under center after a shift. Everybody bunched in tight. 4-man front Houston. Goff takes the snap. Handoff Gibbs running left. Strung out. And Gibbs is going to be brought down for a big loss. A swarm tackle by the Houston Texans. Aziz and friends doing it. And it's 3rd and long Lions.
There are about 7, maybe 8 jerseys around the football end to help escort Jahmyr Gibbs out of bounds, making sure that he doesn't go anywhere. Petrie was the first to arrive. Aziz got some contact, and then a bunch of other red jerseys came flying in.
The Texans look and are menacing in battle red.
Boy, they are. Maybe we need to go to red.
I know the coach would like that. 3rd down and 16 from the Detroit 24. Goff in the gun. Here's the snap. Goff with time, stepping up, firing downfield, tipped and caught at the 46 and corralled at the 47-yard line. It's Jamison Williams with the reception. He bobbled, but he got it. It bobbled right back in his direction for a 23-yard gain.
Boy, has he really come up big in certain situations after missing all of last year, or 2022, I'm sorry, when he was hurt. He has been phenomenal for this Lions offense.
At the 47-yard line of Detroit, here are the Lions. Final minute of the first quarter, 10-0 Houston. Goff in the gun. St. Brown in motion to the right. Goff throws right side to Gibbs. Gets by the first man and gets ahead of steam. Gets brought down across the 50 to the 48-yard line as the Texans chase him down. Aziz, one of the tacklers in there for Houston. 26 seconds to go in the quarter. Detroit doesn't have to snap it again.
Man, Jahmyr Gibbs, you think of him as a shifty, kind of quick twitch back. Mm-hmm. He's got some power now. He's got big legs, and he will run. You got to make sure you show up and wrap him up when you get to him.
Stingley got there first for that one. Here's a 2nd and long 6 across the 50 for the Lions with Goff under center, Gibbs in the backfield. And the quarter comes to an end. So we head for quarter number 2. Detroit at midfield with a 2nd down and 6. Texans up 10-0 after 1. This is Texans Radio.
Rooting for the family team has become quite the tradition at Amity Bank. It's something we grew up doing, and it's something that defines who we are. We're also big fans of rooting for family businesses. Because in all of our years of banking, we found that when we treat every business like family, they tend to prosper. So, if you're a family business and you need a bank, come see us today. Amity Bank. Here you grow. A division of Zions Bank Corporation, N.A., member FDIC.
Martin's famous potato rolls are now being served at NRG Stadium. What makes Martin's potato rolls and bread exceptional? Martin's rolls and bread products are made with only high-quality ingredients that provide a sweet, buttery flavor and soft, pillowy texture that perfectly complement burgers, barbecue, hot dogs, or your favorite sandwich. When only the best will do, be sure to serve Martin's famous potato rolls and bread. Pick up a pack today. To find a store near you, visit potatorolls.com.
Houston, gear up for game day with One Medical. We work with your insurance just like any other doctor's office, but we offer so much more. Get in-person and remote care from compassionate providers whenever you need it. From same or next day appointments that start on time to on-site drop-in lab services, we make it faster, easier, and more enjoyable to look after your health. We have also partnered with Houston Methodist for easier access to specialty care. Experience exceptional care for the entire family with One Medical. To learn more, visit onemedical.com today.
Take your fandom to the next level and experience the most chances to win like a Texan. Sounds pretty good, right? Join the Stampede, a Houston Texans e-newsletter for the best fans in the NFL. Stampede members will receive the latest in Texans news, upcoming events, and contests. We're talking lots of contests for prizes like autographed items, game tickets, game day experiences, gift cards, and more. What are you waiting for? Subscribe for free now at HoustonTexans.com/fans.
A rowdy night at NRG Stadium. Battle Red Night. Texans up 10-0 after 1. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Texans Radio. Mark Vandermeer, Andre Ware, and John Harris with you at NRG Stadium. 10-0 Houston. Robert Hensley is our producer and halftime host. Aaron Rabel, the engineer. At the studio, it's Ryan Rocket and Chris Santiago with the highlight work. Great to have you listening. And here are the Lions to open the second quarter with a 2nd down and long 6 just across midfield, marching toward the south end zone with Houston in front 10-0. Try to keep it that way. Lions in white, Texans in all battle red.
Deepest part of the field the Lions have seen so far in this game.
Goff under center, Gibbs in the backfield, Williams in motion to the left. Goff hands off to Gibbs, gets slowed down and gets bottled up and pushed back. Texans swarming on D tonight. Who got back there first? Derek Barnett and Togia.
I'll tell you what, he barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Nice job, but just overall team defense. Now it's time to get off the field.
Detroit just picked up a 3rd and 16 moments ago going to Williams, and here they have a 3rd down and 6 at the Houston 49-yard line. Goff in the gun, Williams in motion to the left, one back Gibbs. Goff directing traffic in the gun, awaits the snap. Here it is on 3rd and 6. Goff looking, pressure up the middle, throwing downfield, and got his man again. A rolling catch by Williams. Back-to-back 3rd down conversions by Jamison Williams, and the Lions have the ball at the Houston 36, 1st and 10.
Well, what an excellent route by Williams. Just a little square in as they motioned him across and let him get set. And I tell you what, the timing from Goff to Williams, it resembled that play with Tank Dell and C.J. Stroud. The ball's thrown before Williams even came out of his break.
Gibbs in the backfield, Goff under center, 1st down at the Houston 36. Raymond in motion to the right. Here's Gibbs over right guard. He's got a little room. 5-yard pickup, dragged down by Tim Settle.
A little bit too much on the ground. There, you've got to set an edge, and then the inside guys have got to get penetration and push and get off blocks a little bit faster to have an effect in this running game to slow down Gibbs and Montgomery.
Gibbs gets a good spot to the 30-yard line. 2nd down or 2nd down and 4. 2nd and 4 Lions inside the Texans 31. Goff under center, and here's Gibbs in the backfield again. Motion to the right side, St. Brown. Goff hands off to Gibbs, running left, trying to redirect inside, and he's gang tackled short of the 1st down at about the 28, 27-yard line. Let's see where they mark it. It's going to be 3rd down and short as Devin White gets in there for a big chunk of the tackle.
You got to be
substitution here for the Texans. Kurt Hinish checks into the game.
You got to be careful here that they don't go play action and go to the tight end Laporta. He gets short yardage like this. This may be 4-down territory for Dan Campbell.
Yep.
He is not afraid to roll the dice on 4th down. So
10-0 Texans, 12 and a half to go, 2nd quarter. We'll see what happens, Trey. 3rd down and 1 at the Texans' 27-yard line. Empty backfield for Goff with 3 receivers to the left. Here's the snap. Goff looking. Goff scrambling to the right. He can run for it, and he runs to the sideline out of bounds across the marker at the 26-yard line. 1st down, Detroit.
I didn't know Goff could pick him up and put him down like that. Everything's covered. The Texans do a great job on the back end of covering up, and that just left a big lane for Jared Goff to run. He's able to do it and barely picks up the 1st down.
Yeah, it looked like everybody was rushing and the left side was completely left open.
Yeah, he got kind of washed down inside and he saw it and took off.
At the 25-yard line of Houston. 1st and 10, Detroit. Goff in the backfield, shotgun with Gibbs to his right. Gibbs gets the handoff running left, and he's down across the 20-yard line. Another 5-yard gain for Gibbs. And Devin White makes another tackle, but again, like you said, a little too much on the ground here. These chunks that they get, this is what they do. Montgomery not going so well so far, so they go to Gibbs, and he's getting a little yardage here time after time, and Detroit's eking closer to the end zone as we'll see what they cook up here on 2nd and 5. Goff in the gun, Gibbs in the backfield with him, 2nd and 5 at the Houston 20. 3 receivers wide side right. 4-man front for Houston. On 2nd and 5, Goff fakes the Gibbs, steps out to his right, airs it out downfield, and caught. Touchdown, Laporta. 20-yard TD pass as Detroit gets on the board. boy, he's good. Laporta, and so is Goff. Throwing on the run.
And he got behind Henry To'oTo'o in coverage, and Jared Goff, so accurate. Put it right out, and Laporta ran right under it.
Laporta's third receiving touchdown of the year. And here comes the extra point try. The place kicker, Jake Bates, who spent a couple of weeks in Texans camp in 2023. Snap is down, the kick is up, and it's good. And it's 10-7. Texans up by 3, 10:52 to go in the second, and they get to answer the Detroit drive next. This is Texans Radio.
Behind every door at Houston Methodist, you know what to expect. Expertise. Whether it's life-saving brain surgery, your 3D mammogram that catches breast cancer sooner, or orthopedic specialists helping you feel stronger than ever. With hundreds of doors across Houston, you can get expert care everywhere.
That's the difference between practicing medicine and leading it. Houston Methodist, leading medicine.
You know what having fun your way is really like? It's never-ending options and rewards at over 50 destinations nationwide. It's Caesars Rewards. Dine at Hell's Kitchen at Caesars Palace, Las Vegas. Party the night away at Harrah's, New Orleans. Or bet big on table games at Horseshoe, Bossier City. With Caesars Rewards, you earn benefits for every way you play. Book your trip at Caesars.com and sign up for Caesars Rewards today. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Know when to stop before you start. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
Check this out. The new iPhone 16 built for Apple Intelligence. At Verizon, you can get it when you trade in any phone from one of their top brands.
Any?
Any.
Even if it's 4 years old?
Yeah.
Even if it's 4 years old and I drop it on the sidewalk?
Yep.
Even if it's 4 years old and I drop it on the sidewalk, then a scooter runs it over, so now it's not just old and cracked, but shattered?
With Verizon, the answer is always yes. Trade in any phone from one of our top brands for the new iPhone 16 with Unlimited Ultimate. Plus, get a new iPad. Trade-in terms apply. See Verizon.com for details. Apple Intelligence coming fall 2024.
Texans football is brought to you by Mustang Cat, building Texas, powering the world. Mustang Cat. It's 10-7 Houston. Detroit just scored with a 70-yard, 11-play drive. 3 third-down conversions along the way, 2 to Jamison Williams and 1 by Goff on a scramble. And he hits Sam Laporta on second down at the 20-yard line with the touchdown pass to make it 10-7. The Texans about to get the ball back. Let's go downstairs and check in with Johnny Harris.
You know, guys, in my draft studies over the years, there were 2 quarterbacks that really stood out as it pertained to accuracy. Pinpoint accuracy in college, and it's translated to the NFL. And that was Jared Goff and C.J. Stroud. And you just saw it on that ball from Goff. I'm standing here about the 10-yard line. I see that ball in the air. Laporta doesn't break stride. I mean, he's got separation, but not much. Laporta doesn't break stride. And they caught the Texans in 3 linebackers. Aziz had gone out of the game, so Neville was in there with Henry. I still think in that set, Henry would have been matched up with Laporta, but that's one the Lions are going to exploit if they get it again.
Dare Ogunbowale and Steven Sims back deep for the Texans in battle red. Detroit in white, set to kick off. Bates has the ball teed at the 35-yard line, swings the leg, and this is a drive out of the back of the end zone. 30-yard line spot for this Texans possession. Houston scoring a touchdown on its opening drive, a short drive, because they got the ball on a takeaway, a tipped pass by Jalen Petrie, picked up by Jimmy Ward. Diving attempt, made it. Texans drove 33 yards. Joe Mixon, 8-yard touchdown run. The other drive stalled at the 3. They had a holding penalty and then had to settle for the Fairbairn triple. 10-7 Texans, 10:52 to go in the second. Here's Houston. At the Texans' 30-yard line, Stroud under center, motioned by Mechie, who gets the handoff, and here's the reverse. But deep in the backfield is Dell. He's in trouble. Scrambling to the right, and he ends up with a 5-yard loss as there was a host of white-clad defenders in there to bring him down.
Luckily for Tank Dell, it wasn't more than that, because he was deeper, right around, almost back around the 20 before he had to put his foot in the ground, reverse field. They force him up the field, and about a 6-yard loss or so.
Al-Qadim Muhammad did not get blocked properly, and he was able to redirect Dell, and that spelled doom. Here's a 2nd and 16 from the Houston 24, Stroud of the gun. Not the way they wanted to start this possession. One back. CJ gets the snap. CJ stepping up and firing deep. Stroud going for Xavier Hutchinson. Flag down. PI at the 30-yard line. Terrion Arnold and Kirby Joseph patrolling the area, but X was clearly interfered with.
Yeah, I think it's Arnold that they're going to get.
Pass interference.
First-round pick from Alabama.
Defense number 0. Spot foul. Automatic first down.
Exactly who it is. It's going to be down around the 35-yard line of Detroit.
Oh, yeah, he just armbarred Hutchinson well before the ball got there. That's a 41-yard ticket down to the 35-yard line of the Lions. Texans already in field goal range, but they want more.
They would have been able to get away with that at Alabama, but not in the NFL.
Stroud under center. First down at the Detroit 35-yard line. One back mixed-in. Everybody bunched in. Now Mechie motions to the right. Handoff Joe running left. And, man, he can't get out of jail as Pascal got him unblocked. 2nd and 10.
And Laramie Tunsil back in the game at left tackle for the Texans. Good to see him back in there. Blake Fisher did a nice job while on the field, but Laramie's made his way back to the huddle.
Yeah, Laramie crashed into the right, and Stover trying to get a handle on Pascal. Had trouble doing it that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Pascal's a good player. Went through some health issues when he was at University of Kentucky, and it's good to see him still playing.
2nd and 10 at the Detroit 35. CJ under center, one back Mixon. CJ fakes the give. There's pressure. CJ scrambles to his left, now throws downfield and knocked away. A good defensive play by Branch as the intended target was Tank Dell.
Yeah, Tank was actually running up the field. The ball was thrown a little bit behind him, so he couldn't really plant and come back to keep his body between the ball and Branch. And it allowed Branch to come in over his shoulder pads and make a nice play on it.
I'm impressed Stroud got that ball off. 3rd down and 10. Texans with 15 on the play clock break the huddle. They're up 10-7, 9:13 to go, 2nd quarter. Trying to cash in after that PI situation. Stroud in the gun on 3rd and 10 at the Detroit 35. Dell in motion to the right, handoff Mixon running left, and he's going to be brought down for a loss. Unbelievable as McNeil got backfield penetration, and this is bad because it makes your field goal attempt super long.
Yeah, Jack Campbell as well. We talked a bit about he and Anzalone, 2 guys in the middle of that Detroit defense that play the run excellent, play it very well.
This is going to be a 56-yard attempt right here.
No problem for Kaimi.
Okay.
No problem.
He was knocking him in from 58 in warm-ups, other end of the stadium. What I observed, 56-yard attempt, Fairbairn, left hash mark, north end zone uprights. Weeks with the snap, Townsend with the hold. Here's the kick. Does it have enough? He drops it in the bucket. Fairbairn from long distance makes it, and the Texans lead it 13-7. That one was fading a bit, but it went over the crossbar, and the Texans do score. Fairbairn with 2 field goals, Mixon with a touchdown. It's a 6-point lead on the Lions with 8:25 to go in the 2nd quarter. This is Texans Radio.
Don't you love the sounds of the holiday season? The bells, the sleighs. Woohoo! If so, your holiday's now even more magical because now during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event, you can take home your favorite Hyundai with some of the season's greatest savings.
Drive away now in the Santa Fe with 1.99% APR for 72 months. Only during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Offer ends January 2nd. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
Hey, Texans fans, you're invited to Louisiana's largest casino resort, Coshada. Coshada Casino Resort has the largest and most spacious gaming floor in the Lake Charles area, with thousands of the newest slots, over 55 table games, live bingo, and off-track betting. Plus, 3 beautiful hotels, delicious Cajun cuisine, and the #1 rated golf course in Louisiana at Coshada Casino Resort, Louisiana's best bet.
What does it take to make the world's most awarded tequila? 1800 Tequila knows it takes dedication down to every drop. It's more than just harvesting the finest blue agave. It's using it in a 200-year-old recipe recognized by tequila experts as the best in its class. So when you choose 1800 Tequila, you choose taste above all. 1800, the best taste in tequila. 1800 Tequila, Proximo, Jersey City, New Jersey. 21 and older. Please drink responsibly.
Okay, Amy Fairbairn, 11 field goals now of 50 or more. That ties an NFL record for a single season. Daniel Carlson did it for the Raiders in 2022. We've got a long way to go, too.
Yeah.
Over a half of this one and 7 more games.
He's going to smash the record.
He's going to own it for a long time, it appears. Scoring drives brought to you by your Houston area Ford dealers. Ford is the best in Texas. 5 plays, 32 yards. Big play was a 41-yard PI as Xavier Hutchinson was interfered with. Drive stalls. Fairbairn knocks it in from 56. 2 field goals on the day. 13-7 Texans with 8:25 to go in the second quarter. About to kick off. Back to the Lions. Let's go back downstairs and visit with Johnny.
You know, that last drive, they had 3rd and 16 against the Lions. Jameson Williams. 3rd down, Jameson Williams. I would like Jameson Williams to have a 3-game suspension. He had a 2-game, getting him back for this one, and he's the guy that's being really difficult to cover. And Kamari Lassiter has drawn that assignment. I wonder if they might change, but Amon-Ra St. Brown hasn't gotten involved, and I expect for him to get some targets very, very soon.
Fairbairn will kick off toward the north end zone. End zone's decked out in battle red, just as the players are. Amy with the kickoff, and it's a yard deep, and again, a knee taken by Dorsey. And I'm wondering, can't wait to ask Frank Ross this, are they trying to tempt the return or not? Because he's not kicking it in the field of play like you would want to really make them, force them to return it.
It's just close enough into the end zone where you're tempted to do it, but he's not bringing them out.
Still can't stand the college game where they fair catch those at the 1. Offset I formation behind Goff as Montgomery's back in the game. First down Lions from their 30. Here's Montgomery running right and roped down for a TFL. As getting back there, Foley Fatakasi, and he was iffy to play today. Good to see him out there. You need all hands on deck to face the Lions. No Will Anderson, no Nico, who came off IR, back on the roster. Hope to see him a week from tomorrow against Dallas. Monday Night Football in Arlington.
Sometimes guys that don't make the tackle, they influence a play. And Dylan Horton there didn't allow Montgomery to get outside, forced him back inside to Fatakasi, who ultimately made the play.
2nd and 10 Lions at their 30. Motion by St. Brown to the left. Goff in the gun. Here's the snap. Here's a little pressure as Goff throws over the middle, incomplete. Took a hit, flag down. Is this going to be what I think it is?
It's got to be a hold.
Daniil Hunter got Goff to the ground as the ball was coming out. They don't call him roughing the passer, do they?
It's got to be a hold on Skipper.
It's on the Texans.
Good use of hands. Hands in the face. Defense number 55. 5-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
All right, so Hunter picks it up. Let's see it. Well, Daniil has been busy. Like we said, leads the league in QB pressure. So the Lions, he got a hold of Dan Skipper's face mask with his left hand going after Jared Goff, who still took the shot. So we move the ball up to the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 Lions. It's 13-7 Texans with 7:42 to go in the second quarter. Goff under center here with Montgomery in the backfield. On first down, Goff back to pass. Goff in trouble. Now he steps up. Now the ball comes out and the Texans have it. Henry To'oTo'o has the pick at the 36-yard line. That ball just squirted forward, and Henry picked it off. Second takeaway of the game for the Texans.
It bounced around a couple of times. Autry hit it, and just tremendous pressure on the part of Danico Autry. He's the one that got it into the air. It bounced off a couple of shoulder pads, and To'oTo'o ultimately came up with the interception. The Texans set up in great field position at the Detroit 35-yard line.
All right. At the 36, they'll mark it, Dre.
I'm on my knees over here begging for a shot play. It's a sudden change. Please throw the ball to the end zone.
Dre, if you asked for anything else, I would call the medical personnel downstairs.
Play action. Let's go deep.
First down at the Detroit 36. Stroud under center. Mixon in the backfield. Bunch formation right. CJ fakes the give, throws back to the left. Dell, does he have room? Dell trying to redirect himself, and he gets a yard on the play. Just flung to the ground by Branch, who is a tremendous player. That is ruled a fumble, by the way, as it was iffy coming off his hand. You just didn't know what it was. It went forward, as Goff was hit, his arm was apparently or appeared to be coming forward, but whatever the case is, it's a takeaway.
I think they need to take a look at that.
2nd down and 9 at the 35-yard line. Texans take their time, come out of the huddle with 13 on the play clock. Stroud, shotgun. Got to capitalize here. CJ with Mixon in the backfield. Dell motioning around right side. CJ takes the snap, throws underneath. He hits X, and he takes it across the 26 for the first down to the 25-yard line. A dive for Xavier Hutchinson, the second-year receiver from Iowa State, and the sticks move for the Texans.
Well, they do a heck of a job, the Lions, in terms of how they played it. Kirby Joseph, a safety, along with the rookie, Terrion Arnold, because it was a motion inside by Tank. Then he reversed course and went back the other way. They swapped assignments, but still too late before Hutchinson picks up the first down.
Stroud, 8 for 10, 95 yards. First down at the Detroit 25. Empty backfield. CJ takes the snap. Looking, firing over the middle. Got a man. Mixon dives down to the 16-yard line. 8.5-yard pickup. And there goes that man. Another trip to the TD-ECU red zone. And Dre,
well, we've been asking. That's exactly right. We've been begging for this. The guy caught 50-plus balls last year in Cincinnati. He's an excellent receiver out of the backfield. Got to utilize it.
2nd down and 2 at the 17. Here's a handoff to Joe running left and dives forward down to the 11-yard line for a Texans first down. That's a 6-yard run for Mixon. And 5.5 to go in the half. Texans up 13-7, knocking on the door.
What it does, Mark, is it opens up another weapon for this offense. And defenses can't really clue in terms of, he's just blocking or he's going to carry the football. When they go to 3rd down and Dari comes in, automatically they're going to pass. No, it basically opens up a different element offensively.
First down at the 11, Stroud under center. Here's the toss to Mixon, running right. Does he have blocking? And he's going to be brought down at the line of scrimmage. Could not cut it back or redirect. Pascal getting there and also getting a piece out, but in Muhammad. So 2nd down and 10. 4:50 to play, second quarter. The clock ticking. Texans leading 13-7 on the Lions. The hottest team in the league, 6-game winning streak. Is it fair to say hottest team in the league? The Chiefs have been winning by the
totally fair.
A hair follicle every week.
They're still undefeated. I get it, but I thought coming in the Lions were playing the best football in the entire NFL.
2nd down and 10 at the Lions 11. Stroud in the gun. One back, Joe.
Let's go play action right here.
2 receivers stacked left, wide side of the field. Here's the snap to CJ looking around. CJ in trouble. Leaks it out left side. Almost a lateral. Incomplete, intended for Mixon, and Mixon was well guarded, I'll call it that, on that side of the field by Amik Robertson. So it's 3rd and long here at the 11-yard line. Boy, the Lions are good.
They are good. Can pick up a first down just inside the 1-yard line.
The coverage was good. Mixon was out in the flat, but CJ did have some time to look downfield. It's 3rd down and 10 at the Lions' 11-yard line. Like you said, can get a first down without the touchdown. 3rd down and 10, Detroit 11, one back Dare. CJ in the gun, here's the snap. CJ looking, CJ scrambling to the right. And he throws to the end zone and through the hands of the intended target, Robert Woods, back line of the end zone. Wow.
He knew that he wasn't going to be able to run for the first down because Alex Anzalone was sitting there waiting for CJ to take off. So he tried to go the best option, which was Robert Woods, and sneak one in just inside the back of the end zone.
Now, Woods had to dive for it. It was not like a drop. It was catchable.
Got to knock this through. Makes it a two-score game again.
29-yard attempt, right hash mark for Fairbairn. Snap is down, kick is up, and Fairbairn 3 for 3 as the Texans extend their lead 16-7 after their second takeaway of the game. 4:07 to go in the second quarter. We'll be back after this message from your local station.
We need your help to protect your right to AM radio in your car. AM is always there in times of need with the key information for our community. The overwhelming majority of legislators support a bill to keep AM radio in cars, but time is running out. Please text the 2 letters AM to 52886 and ask Congress to bring this bill to the floor for a vote now. Text AM to 52886.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month. Text stop to stop. A message from the station.
Total Wireless totally has your back this holiday season. We give you up to 4 free 5G phones when you switch to the Total 5G Plus Unlimited plan. That's 4 gifts, 1 store. Plus, enjoy unlimited data that never slows you down. All for $30 a month or less when you get 4 lines. That's a holiday plan we can all get behind. Visit your local Total Wireless store to switch today. Total Wireless, we're totally with you. Actual speeds may vary by location. For data management practices, see TotalWireless.com.
Sports Radio AM 1300, The Zone is social.
Let's get it started!
Find us on Facebook at AM 1300, The Zone. Ready. So here we go. Find us on Instagram at AM 1300, The Zone.
Are you all ready? Yeah.
And follow us on X, formerly known as Twitter, at, you guessed it, AM 1300, The Zone.
After a Henry To'o interception, Texans see their drive stall at the 11, and they get a field goal by Fairbairn to take it as they have a 2-score lead, 16-7 on the Lions with 4:07 to go in the second quarter. And let's send it back downstairs to John Harris.
Okay, guys, middle 8. The Lions are great because they make the plays in the final 4 minutes to end the half and the first 4 minutes to start the half. The middle 8 right now is the most important thing. And the last kickoff, Frank Ross was out on the field angry that Khalil Dorsey would not take the kickoff from out of the end zone. He literally was 3 inches in there, and Frank was really mad because he wanted his guys to go down and make a play. We'll see if the Lions keep that up if Kaimi puts it 6 inches in the end zone.
Fairbairn's been a yard or less deep beyond the goal line with all his kickoffs so far. Let's see what he does here as he kicks off toward the north end zone, the bullpen section. Fairbairn swings the leg, and he's going to drive this one deeper. And there's no way they're bringing this one out. 5 yards deep. Dorsey takes a knee. This quarter is brought to you by CDW, people who get it. By Texas Children's, teaming up with the Houston Texans to encourage kids to play 60 every day. And by Victory Live, connecting the world of live experiences. 16-7 lead for the Texans. Nothing is going to feel like enough tonight.
I wonder if the Lions felt like, hey, we watched them lose against the Jets. You start reading your own press clippings a little bit, and that's how they're playing right now.
Montgomery in the backfield from the 30, 1st and 10. Handoff, right side run, stacked up, 1.5 yards at the most. Azeez Al-Shire, welcome back, 2nd and long.
I mean, he just owned him right in the hole. Danielle Hunter helping out as well, but that was mostly Azeez and one-on-one in the hole with a running back.
These defenders got the swarm memo tonight. 2nd down and 8 at the Lions 32. Goff under center. Laporta in motion to the left side. Montgomery in the backfield, 4-man front. Goff fakes the give. Here's Petrie in a big hurry and a quick throw right side as Goff took a shot. Incomplete. It's 3rd down and long.
Look, Petrie ran right through Goff. I mean, right through him. And Goff did a nice job of acting at the tail end of that, but
little Stanislavski.
He got there, Petrie got there a little bit too fast for Jared Goff.
Texans crowd has to rev it up right here. This is huge. Get off the field with a 2-score lead. It's 3rd and 8 from the Lions 32. Trips right, 6 defensive backs for Houston. Goff in the gun. Gibbs in the backfield with him on 3rd and 8 from the Lions 32. Goff calls for the ball. Here's the snap. Goff with a little time. Now throwing left side, incomplete to the feet of St. Brown. And if that's a St. Brown target, that ends the streak as they've got 31 in a row to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And it's a 4th down situation here for the Lions. Texans forced to 3 it out. They'll get the rock back up 16-7. And here's the punt. Sims, 23, straight ahead, 25-30, and railroaded at the 34-yard line. That was a heck of a hit by Sione Vaki, a running back who is sort of like their Dare Ogunbowale. Plays great on special teams. Rookie from Utah, found a nice role for himself in his first year.
And he wears the same number as Dare.
Made a big hit on Sims, who still got a nice return up across the 34-yard line. Texans have it, and they lead it. 16-7, 3:15 to go in the second quarter. This is Texans Radio.
In sports, there are those who stand for an unyielding determination, overcoming obstacles, and winning against all odds. In life, there's one brand that can help you do that. That's Ford and the Ford Bronco family of SUVs. Folks, this is Texans head coach D'Amico Ryans. Ford Bronco and Bronco Sport offer the capability to take on life's everyday challenges. So Texans fans, stand tall, work hard, and be your best. Ford is the best in Texas.
After the end of a good fight, you deserve an ice-cold reward. Modelo is the mark of a fighter. You've earned this rich golden lager with a crisp, refreshing taste. Because you know, the bigger the fight, the better the reward. You put in the hours, the energy, the tough labor. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Behind every door at Houston Methodist, you know what to expect. Expertise. Whether it's life-saving brain surgery, your 3D mammogram that catches breast cancer sooner, or orthopedic specialists helping you feel stronger than ever. With hundreds of doors across Houston, you can get expert care everywhere.
That's the difference between practicing medicine and leading it. Houston Methodist, leading medicine.
Back in NRG Stadium, where the Texans lead the Lions 16-7. This scoreboard is brought to you by 6J Marketing. Your vision, our priority. Other games around the NFL. Philadelphia went into Dallas, took care of business, 34-6. The Eagles moved to 7-2. Talked about it a little bit. The Cardinals, they were the ones who beat the Jets down today. They moved to 6-4. 31-6 winners at home against the Jets. Chargers 27, Titans 17. Thursday nighter saw the Ravens move to 7-3. 35-34 winners over the 4-6 Cincinnati Bengals. The Monday nighter will be the Rams will host the Dolphins at home in LA. Rams 4-4 facing off against the 2-6 Dolphins.
Big drive here for the Texans. Yeah, another field goal, okay. Huge. A touchdown, absolutely humongous in a 16-7 situation. Houston on top, 3:15 to go in the second.
Well, it's big because you can double dip here. You can use the clock. You've got 2 timeouts left. You got 3:15, the 2-minute warning. So essentially, it's going to stop 3 times for you. You got an enormous amount of time, and you're getting the ball first out of the locker room after the half.
First down for Houston, 33-yard line. Stroud under center. Takes the give to Mixon. CJ in immediate trouble. Is he going to go down, throws it right side? Is this picked? No. Nowaski went low to get it. CJ slow to get up, but he's okay. It's 2nd and 10. Everybody exhale. Let's see what happens here. Vinovich, was CJ down when he threw that ball?
Yeah, they're moving it back, and they're going to give credit for a sack.
I know. Tell him to pick it up. Tell him.
All right, so Vinovich is talking with his ref mic on.
The challenge flag, replay assistance. The quarterback was down by contact at the 21-yard line. 2nd down.
Who was throwing a challenge flag? Nowaski not even close to getting a pick.
Campbell.
I think CJ got it off.
He wasn't throwing the challenge flag for the interception.
He dove after the knee was down. I caught the late aspect of the replay.
He's throwing the challenge flag for the sack, which it was indeed a sack.
All right, folks, this is 2nd and 22 now. 2nd and 22 from the Houston 21. Stroud, shotgun, handoff Joe, straight ahead. Not much there. Anzalone just brings him down along with Jack Campbell after a couple of yards. 2:50 to go, second quarter. Clock moving. Detroit has 3 timeouts. Got to look at that. Texans leading 16-7 and 3rd down and forever coming up.
There's not a lot of room for Joe Mixon to operate. Usually he's the type of back that it doesn't have to be blocked up perfectly. I mean, half the runs he had last week weren't. He just made them himself. There's just nowhere to go tonight against this Lions defense.
3rd and 21 from the Texans 22. Stroud, shotgun, 3 receivers left, 1 back. Dara. CJ to throw. Sets it up left side. They're going to lose yardage. It's caught, but it's for a loss. Hutchinson back at the 16-yard line. That drive went backwards as Robertson makes the tackle, and Detroit all over the Texans offense on that possession. Moving backwards.
If they're going to screen, Mark, they got to show screen to one side, pump that way, have him reverse around, and then throw the tunnel screen to the other side. You're getting so much pursuit that you got to offset it somehow.
Yeah, they lost 15 yards on this possession. 2-minute warning arrives. Texans about to punt. 16-7. Houston leads Detroit. This is Texans Radio.
You know what having fun your way is really like? It's never-ending options and rewards at over 50 destinations nationwide. It's Caesars Rewards. Dine at Hell's Kitchen at Caesars Palace, Las Vegas. Party the night away at Harrah's, New Orleans. Or bet big on table games at Horseshoe, Bossier City. With Caesars Rewards, you earn benefits for every way you play. Book your trip at Caesars.com and sign up for Caesars Rewards today. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Know when to stop before you start. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
Are you an oblivious person hogging the sidewalk like a large dying snail? Do people stuck behind you ask, how do you sleep at night? Then you should go to Mattress Firm. They have tons of quality beds at every price. So anyone, even people like you, can sleep. Get matched at Mattress Firm. Sleep at night. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
Sky Vodka is now made with water enriched by Pacific minerals and filtered through California limestone. Sky Vodka, the smoother, fresher tasting vodka that's also gluten-free. In other words, it's the best thing to happen to vodka since vodka happened. Sky Vodka, born from the blue. Sky Vodka distilled from grain, 40% alcohol by volume. 2021 Campari America, New York, New York. Please enjoy responsibly.
Stats brought to you by Kroger. Sign up for Kroger Boost today. The Lions average 153 yards per game rushing. 6th in the league today. They're 11 of 21 on the ground. C.J. Stroud, by the way, 10 of 14, 97 yards. Mixon, 12 carries, just 10 yards. One of them an 8-yard touchdown run. He's lost yards on several plays. It's been that kind of night, a very bumpy night offensively, but some production for sure. Dale, 4 catches, 30 yards, and Mixon, 2 catches for 44. Here's an important punt by Tommy Townsend after a 15-yard subtraction on this Texans possession. We were hoping for some big things, got some negative things, Dre, as you have to find a way to punt this thing deep.
Yeah, it seems like, the Lions that series had access to the headsets of the Texans because they knew exactly what was being run, when it was being run, from the formations they were going to run them out of, and were beating guys to the screeners, which happens pretty quickly. So you got to do a little bit better job of mixing things up.
Here's Townsend at his 4-yard line. Weeks with the snap, and back deep, Khalif Raymond, who's run one back this year. Snap on target. Here's Tommy. Lets it rip. Raymond backing up inside the 25, 21-yard line, and he's going to be dropped down inside the 20-yard line. What a hit by Kadar Holman on special teams.
Excellent tackle by Holman.
Big play at a big time as the Texans pin Detroit inside the 20 with 1:51 to go. Now the Lions have 3 timeouts, plenty of time to do damage before the break, but that was much needed.
And it's been a struggle for Jared Goff. I mean, we're talking about coming in here, the hottest quarterback in the league, completed 81% of his passes last week, 75, you might as well round up, for the season. But he's 46% tonight, 6 of 13.
3 receivers left, Goff in the gun. First down, Lions from their 19, one back Gibbs. 5 men across the front for the Texans. Here's a handoff to Gibbs, running left, and he's brought down after a yard. And 5 Texans defenders in there. The chrome helmet shining. Jimmy Ward leading the way. 2nd down and 9 as the Lions don't appear to be in a big hurry to get this ball downfield, Trey.
No, not at all. And I tell you what, the Texans are owning the line of scrimmage in the running game. I mean, they are just not being moved, reestablishing the line of scrimmage, and it's about a yard or two in the Lions' backfield.
Gibbs in the backfield, Goff in the gun, 2nd and 9 from the Detroit 20. 4 men across the front for Houston. Handoff, Gibbs over the left side, nothing. Maybe a half yard on the play. Again, a big stack of red-clad defenders as Henry To'oTo'o leads the way, and D'Amico's going to burn a timeout. He has one left, 1:09 to go.
Second charge timeout.
Well, the beautiful thing about this, you stop them here on 3rd down, and the Lions are looking for, everybody's wondering, why are they running the ball on 1st and 2nd out? They're trying to get a drive started. So they pop one. Now they get into their hurry up. The problem with it is the Texans won't allow it. So you get a stop right now, call a timeout. You're thinking field goal. So you still get the double dip element with the ball coming out after halftime.
3rd down and 8 coming up from the Lions' 21-yard line. If you're them, don't want to be too risky, I would imagine, but you still have Jared Goff, one of the best in the league. 3 receivers right. 3rd down and 8, Lions from their 21. Goff in the gun, 1 back, Gibbs. On 3rd and 8, Goff looks it over. Here's the snap. Goff, pressure arriving over the middle. Incomplete, intended for Laporta as Goff took a shot. 4th down. Texans will get it back. They don't have to burn their final timeout. 1:06 to go, 2nd quarter.
Right, Tim Settle got there first along with a host of other Texans, and Jared Goff had no time to really look and survey what was going on down the field. Now, with any type of return here, you're going to have some time and a timeout in your back pocket because of the incompletion there.
Steven Sims, 2 punt returns, 28 yards. Here's Fox punting, and this is a bomb. Sims backtracking, makes the catch at the 19, hops through the first wave, 25-30, spinning and down at the 33-yard line, and weren't we just here a moment ago? Goff, by the way, on the Kroger Boost stat sheet, 6 of 14, 76 yards. 8 incompletions for Goff. He hasn't had this many incompletions since week 2 against Tampa Bay. That was the lone Lions loss. He's had 10 incompletions in the last 3 weeks combined coming into this one. Obviously all wins as they're riding a 6-game winning streak. Texans have it at their 34. 54 seconds to go.
All that to say the Texans are playing some salty defense.
And now they need to play some salty offense, Drake. Here's CJ with an empty backfield. First down from the Houston 34.
At least go get a field goal here.
Now Dare motions into the backfield. On first down for the Texans 34. Here's the snap. Stroud looking it over, and he throws underneath. Got a man. Mechie spun around short of a first down across the 42-yard line as Branch made the initial hit.
Should have had 2 plays called in the huddle.
And they do.
See how fast they can get the second one run.
2nd and 1 from the Houston 43. Stroud to throw again. Looking over the middle he goes. And he's got Mechie again. 35 right side and upended at the 32-yard line. Texans in field goal range.
Take the timeout.
Arnold with the hit. Texans call timeout. 29 seconds to go before the break.
And it's because it's such a big play, you can't get to the ball and spike it to save the timeout. So you go ahead and call the timeout, relax, get the proper play called. You are already in field goal range.
Your leading receiver tonight is John Mechie. 3 catches, 50 yards, Dre.
I like what Mechie's doing tonight. It started with that 3rd down conversion. When he caught it, just put his head down and bulldozed his way to the first down before he went out of bounds. He is, I was calling for a middle shot when the Texans earlier in the first quarter because he was lined up. They go cover 2 or gave a cover 2 look, similar to what he just caught. And you're just waiting on him to give him the ball in the middle of the field. But then they do. It's even bigger now because it's going to bring points. And then you get the ball back at the end of the first half.
Stroud 12 for 16, 132 yards. First down at the Detroit 32. Texans up 16-7, 29 seconds to go in the half. No timeouts. Mechie in motion to the right. CJ in the gun. 1 back Dare. Here's the snap. CJ looking. CJ firing downfield to his right. He's got Schultz. First down to the red zone. Steps to the bounds inside the 15-yard line.
What'd that take, like 4 seconds? I mean, a quick drop and throw it, and Schultz right in rhythm. What a well-thrown ball. Right out in front. He just makes the catch, steps out of bounds. The Texans dealing right now.
Another trip to the TD ECU red zone. 25 seconds to go. Like you said, 4-second play. First down at the Detroit 15. Stroud in the gun. One back Mixon. He empties out to the right side. Empty backfield here for Stroud. Here's the snap. CJ looking. CJ firing downfield right side, and he just hustled it out of bounds basically.
Yeah,
the pressure was on.
Pressure was coming in on him really quick, and so he had to unload it. Trevor Nowoski came free right up the middle, and he's barreling down on CJ. Did the smart thing, throw it away. You still have 20 seconds and time for a couple of other end zone shots before you have to settle for a field goal here.
Got to be careful not to take the sack, as you've educated everybody on many times.
Not to force it into coverage. Make sure you get out of here with points.
20 seconds to go. 2nd and 10 at the Detroit 15. Stroud in the gun. Here's the snap. Here's the throw right side, and dropped by Dell. Oh, he was thinking sideline and maybe turn it upfield. Couldn't do it. It's 3rd and 10.
Oh, my goodness. That took about 4 seconds. It was so quick. Then you're going to have the ball. He was close to the first down marker.
Yep.
So you have a couple of shots, legitimate shots into the end zone to put it in and get the big points, but just got to hold on to it.
He's so quick, he might have been able to turn that upfield. 16 seconds to go. Play clock down to 14. They're still in the huddle. They got to hurry here.
All right, they'll sprint out, get set.
Okay. Down to 7 as they get to the line. 3rd down and 10 at the Detroit 15. Stroud shotgun. Dari in the backfield with him. Here's the snap. CJ looking. CJ firing to the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. John Mechie. Hello, end zone. The Texans score right before the half. What a drive by the Texans.
What a shot by CJ Stroud. And Mechie coming to life tonight.
His first touchdown is a beauty.
Put that man in battle red every week. At least put it under his uniform.
Texans with 2 touchdowns in the first half. Mixon run and Mechie reception off the arm of C.J. Stroud, who's 14 of 20 for 164 yards, and that scoring strike. 33-yard extra point left hash mark, north end zone uprights. Weeks with the snap. Townsend's hold. Eady's kick up and good. And the Texans with 12 seconds to go before intermission open up a 23-7 lead on Detroit. Wow.
And Mechie's putting on a show because his ex-teammates on the other sideline and Jamison Williams. So he's caught a couple of nice ones. Mechie's like, okay, I got you. I got something for you.
We got a lot of Alabama representation in the building tonight.
Tons. This shows you the type of program that Nick Saban ran when he was the head coach there. I mean, it's just year after year, pro after pro. They're just feeding the NFL with talent.
And again, it's pure science, Dre. You give Stroud a little bit of time, he's going to find some open people.
That was a laser. I mean, an absolute strike between the corner and the safety. And he timed it well. I don't know at that point if I'm going to throw across the middle unless it's wide open.
Yeah.
He feeds one. That was spreading the needle right there.
Well, he felt confident and got it to go. Scoring drives brought to you by your Houston area Ford dealers. Ford is the best in Texas. 6 plays, 66 yards, 42 seconds off the clock. 15-yard TD to Mechie. And here's Fairbairn's kickoff. It's deep, and it's a touchback. 12 seconds to go. Second quarter. Texans will get the ball first in the third quarter. Doubt Detroit's going to do much here. Maybe hand off.
I'm hoping they try to do something and the ball gets put on the ground. Get a cheap field goal here. But if I'm Detroit and Dan Campbell, I'm going to kneel down. Let's go talk about it in the locker room and reassess things.
He might be biting off some kneecaps in the locker room.
Oh, you know they're going to get
half.
You know they're going to get an earful. They're coming out in the regular formation mark.
Yeah, they are.
Empty.
Maybe looking for something here. They still have 3 timeouts, but only 12 seconds. And now Gibbs motions into the backfield with Goff on first down from the Detroit 30. Goff calls for the ball, and he's going to throw it. Goff drops back way deep, slings it downfield. Sliding catch here at the 45-yard line by St. Brown. First down, 15 yards. Don't fall asleep, but 4 seconds remain in the half.
Let me tell you something. I have a tremendous amount of respect for Dan Campbell. I love him as a coach. I'd run through a wall for him, and I like him even more now because of this approach. You got time on the clock.
Do something.
You got timeouts. You try to score. So many times you've been conditioned into 12 seconds. Let's just kneel down and go in. And I thought that way because most coaches would do that. But as a player, if there's time on the clock, you hear me say it all the time. You can't score enough points in the first half of a game.
And you've been proven to do that.
A little bit, a time or two.
You've put up some points in the first half of games. 6 seconds to go. They add 2 seconds on the clock, so there's still time for a quickie and a timeout maybe.
Yeah.
First down at the Lions 45, empty backfield for Goff. 6 seconds to go in the half. Goff calls for the ball. 2-man rush here for the Texans, playing back deep. Goff throws it to the ground. 2 seconds left.
Now he's got to throw a Hail Mary, and I guarantee you they're going to do it.
Why not try it?
Well, he's got the arm strength to do it. He's just got to have protection to give the receivers time to get down there.
And Sims is in the game. Oh, no, it's not Sims. It looked like 82.
It's Horton.
But
Dylan
it's
Horton.
92. And, boy, Sims,
bringing in
with a big body like that, could be really handy. Horton runs off the field now. Second down and 10 from the Lions 45. Last play of the first half. 2 seconds to go. Goff in the gun. One back. Goff gets the snap. Goff stepping up. Goff running out to the left, squaring up, and he's going to throw it long downfield, and it's intercepted by Lassiter inside the 5-yard line to end the half. Goff picked off again. 23-7. That's 3 interceptions in the first half for the Houston Texans defense. And the teams head for the locker rooms. 23-7, Texans on top at the break. They get the ball first in the third quarter. Coming up, Robert Hensley with scores and info from around the NFL on the Caesars Rewards halftime show. This is Texans Radio.
Amon Bank and Milton Frank Plumbing and Cooling work together to put the us in business banking by taking advantage of some serious fraud protection tools. Now it's your turn with your own dedicated Amon banker with banking experience in your industry, because you're more than a customer. We're more than a bank, and together we'll help put your business on solid financial footing through the ups, downs, and everything in between by keeping a watchful eye on your company's finances. Here we collaborate. Here you grow. Amon Bank, a division of Zions Bank Corporation and a member FDIC, official business bank of the Houston Texans.
What could be better than watching your Houston Texans from the stands this season? Watching the exciting matchups with 10 or more of your friends and family. Plus, get exclusive benefits like discounted ticket prices, recognition for your group on the video board, and more. Experience the sights and sounds of NRG Stadium with your squad and secure group tickets now at HoustonTexans.com/tickets or call 832-667-2390 to learn more.
Houston, gear up for game day with One Medical. We work with your insurance just like any other doctor's office, but we offer so much more. Get in-person and remote care from compassionate providers whenever you need it. From same or next day appointments that start on time to on-site drop-in lab services, we make it faster, easier, and more enjoyable to look after your health. We have also partnered with Houston Methodist for easier access to specialty care. Experience exceptional care for the entire family with One Medical. To learn more, visit onemedical.com today.
Everyone circle up. I know it looks rough out there. Sure, we're down 24-6, but we came here to play differently. We need a game changer. Something like Ring Central, the business phone system that's more than a phone. I want you to communicate like you can talk to anyone, anywhere, all from the same app. Now get out there and play like you're using Ring Central.
Ring Central. Simpler communications.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
Your next celebration starts here at the new David's Bridal. You'll find unforgettable looks, including the world's most luxurious wedding gowns and bridesmaids dresses, plus fun styles for homecoming, date night, prom, and more. Planning your big day? Pearl by David's turns your dreams into reality. It's all things wedding planning all in one app. For 15% off, sign up for emails and texts at davidsbridal.com. Because your next celebration starts at the new David's.
Live from NRG Stadium, I'm Robert Hensley. It's time for the Caesars Rewards Halftime Report. Caesars Rewards for every way you play. Battle Red Night here at NRG, and the Texans came out seeing red. They lead the Lions 23-7 at the break. Detroit and Jared Goff were red hot coming into town, but the Texans defense is the one on fire tonight. An interception on the Lions' opening drive led to a Joe Mixon 8-yard touchdown run and an early lead for the Texans. Then after a Kaimi Fairbairn field goal, the Texans had a 10-0 lead late in the first quarter. The Lions did get on the board with an 11-play drive ending with a Sam Laporta touchdown catch, but it was all Texans after that. Henry To'oTo'o picked off Goff again. Fairbairn with a couple more field goals, and just before the half, C.J. Stroud led a masterpiece drive down the field, finding John Mechie in the end zone with 12 seconds left, and the Texans are on top at the half, 23-7. Let's check in on the rest of the action here in Week 10. The day kicking off early in Munich this morning, where the Panthers topped the Giants in overtime, 20-17. It was a rough day for all of the Texans' division opponents. The Colts lost at home against Buffalo 30-20. The Bills' defense picking off Joe Flacco 3 times. Jacksonville also losing at home. A defensive struggle against the Vikings. Minnesota comes out on top 12-7. Mac Jones stepped in for the injured Trevor Lawrence in Jacksonville. He was not effective, but he did score on a 1-yard touchdown run. The Titans also losing today, 27-17 to the Chargers. Will Levis back at quarterback threw a couple of touchdown passes, but Tennessee drops to 2-7. The Patriots went into Chicago. They upset the Bears 19-3, just 140 yards of total offense for Caleb Williams and the struggling Bears. The Broncos had the Chiefs on the ropes with time running out. Bo Nix leading them to an easy field goal, but Will Lutz's potential game-winning kick was blocked, and the Chiefs stay undefeated, 16-14 over the Broncos. Tampa and San Francisco also coming down to a kick. The 49ers' Jake Moody nailing his field goal as the clock hit 0. The Niners topped the Bucs 23-20. The Saints christened Darren Rizzi's coaching debut with a 20-17 win. Steelers handing the Commanders just their third loss of the season, 28-27. In Tempe, it was all Cardinals. Arizona routing the Jets 31-6. And the Eagles sticking it to the Cowboys 34-6. Jalen Hurts with a couple of touchdown passes and a pair of touchdown runs. The Cowboys will face the Texans for a Lone Star battle a week from tomorrow on Monday Night Football. Here at NRG on Sunday night, Texans leading the Detroit Lions 23-7. Coming up, Mark Vandermeer with your first half stats, and Andre Ware with his thoughts on how the Texans can finish off this win. I'm Robert Hensley. The Caesars Rewards Halftime Report continues after this message from your local station.
If you're a business owner, the holidays are important. But do you know the last thing 75% of your customers hear before holiday shopping? Radio. And since iHeartMedia is the #1 radio company in America, chances are they're listening to us. iHeart reaches 3 times more people than the biggest TV networks and 4 times more than the music streamers where you can advertise. This holiday season, get the results you need. Call 844-844-iHeart. Don't wait. Holiday shopping has already started. That's 844-844-iHeart.
Imagine a world where animals and humans coexist in harmony, where wild animals thrive, habitats are protected, and marginalized communities are empowered. At International Animal Rescue, this is our vision. Our holistic, community-led projects not only rescue animals, but also protect and replenish precious habitats, creating a better future for us all. But we can't do this without you. Show your support now and help keep the wild, wild. Visit internationalanimalrescue.org.
Prescription products require completion of an online consultation with an independent healthcare provider and are only available if prescribed. Subscription required. Additional restrictions apply. See website for more details and safety information.
Is Cialis Daily really better than Viagra?
If you like spontaneity, the answer is yes. So when the mood strikes, you're ready to go.
I felt like a young man again. My wife is definitely much happier.
When you take it, you're ready to go.
Does Cialis Daily last longer than Viagra?
Guys are raving that their results last even longer.
My partner thinks that I am a rock star.
Because it is effective, I say I'm on a second honeymoon.
It's literally life-changing.
Are 30-day sample packs available?
You can now access a 30-day sample pack at TryRexMD.com with generics at just $1 per tablet, if appropriate. Online approval at TryRexMD.com is simple, with medication delivered direct to your door. There's no copay, no doctor office visit, and your shipping is always free. Visit TryRexMD.com to get your sample pack. That's TryRexMD.com.
Hey, Bo. Hey, Matt. We have another extra special guest coming up, I think. Do you want to reveal who will be on our show?
Yes, we will be joined by Glinda from the upcoming Wicked film, the one, the only Ariana Grande, who is in the studio with us.
Do not miss this episode. You'll be changed for good.
Listen to Las Culturistas on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Las Culturistas and start listening.
Do you ever feel like when you're talking, nobody is listening? Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone will listen to you. What is on your mind? Go! All you have to do is use the iHeartRadio app talkback feature when listening to AM 1300 The Zone.
Yo, hello, it's me. Enjoy the show.
We will get your message instantly, and we promise to listen to it.
Halftime at NRG. Halftime at NRG Stadium, and the Houston Texans are all over the Lions, 23-7. Let's pause 10 seconds for... 23-7 count. Texans leader is brought to you by Houston Methodist. Houston Methodist leading medicine. C.J. Stroud, 14 of 20, 164 yards and a touchdown. John Mechie is the leading receiver. 4 catches, 65 yards and a score. Mixon, 2 for 44. Dell, 4 for 30. Mixon on the ground, 12 for only 10. He took some losses, but he had an 8-yard touchdown run in the first half. And Jared Goff, 7 for 17, 91 yards, a touchdown and 3 interceptions, 10 incompletions. He had 10 incompletions in the 3 games leading into this one. They were all victories. Tonight, different situation. Texans will get the ball first when the second half begins, and that is next with Houston leading 23-7. This is Texans Radio.
Check this out. The new iPhone 16 built for Apple Intelligence. At Verizon, you can get it when you trade in any phone from one of their top brands.
Any?
Any.
Even if it's 4 years old?
Yeah.
Even if it's 4 years old and I drop it on the sidewalk?
Yep.
Even if it's 4 years old and I drop it on the sidewalk, then a scooter runs it over, so now it's not just old and cracked, but shattered?
With Verizon, the answer is always yes. Trade in any phone from one of our top brands for the new iPhone 16 with Unlimited Ultimate. Plus, get a new iPad. Trade-in terms apply. See Verizon.com for details. Apple Intelligence coming fall 2024.
The Houston Texans and Chevron have teamed up with the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Houston and the Houston Food Bank to create the Chevron Market Pantry at the Houston Texans Team Club. The partnership provides food to the local community and is run by Team Club members and Chevron volunteers. Together, we're helping make Houston a better place to call home.
We believe in champions at Texas Children's Orthopedics. The runners, the receivers, the strikers, the dreamers. As the only children's hospital partnered with the U.S. Olympic and Paralympic Medical Network, our nationally ranked team brings a caliber of care normally reserved for professional athletes to every patient. Because we champion one thing above all. You. Texas Children's. The difference is life-changing.
Hi, Lady Texans fans. Want to take your fandom to the next level? Join the Battle Red Ladies, presented by Ashley, for free and enjoy endless, exciting opportunities. Together, Lady Texans fans chat about football at in-person events, enjoy exclusive contests, have the chance to be the Battle Red Lady of the Month for additional prizes, and so much more. Let's get together. Join now at HoustonTexans.com/fans.
Third quarter about to get started with the Houston Texans leading Detroit 23-7. Before we get to that, John Harris and D'Amico Ryans, brought to you by Amegy Bank, the official business bank of the Houston Texans. Guys.
Coach, 2 words, complimentary football to end the half. How'd that feel? Yeah, it felt good. Our guys are executing, playing the game the right way. Right, when we're on the details, we're playing good football. Still got some things to clean up there, run game, and also on third down. But overall, very proud of our first half. Third quarter's been tough at home. What do you expect from your offense when you get the ball? Yeah, everything about us right now is going to be how we come out and finish this second half. That determines whether we win this game or not. Coach, I appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks, John.
All right, there's John Harris with D'Amico Ryan. Second half tune-up brought to you by Hyundai, the official car of the Houston Texans. So, Dre, the Texans get the rock first.
Yeah, let's continue. It's been deep dominance on the defensive side of the ball. Jared Goff, 41% passer in the first half, just 91 yards, a passer rating of 38.7. They've also dominated in run defense. They've held the best duo of backs in the entire NFL, in my opinion, to just 23 yards, 1.8 yards per clip. That is dominating the Detroit Lions, and it's showing up on the scoreboard, 23-7.
Second halves have been tough for the Houston Texans scoring-wise. We'll see how they respond tonight. They get the ball first, and halftime adjustments made. Of course, you adjust throughout the game, but it's big to note that the second halves have not been altogether kind to the Houston Texans, and the opening kickoff is 8 yards deep, and Sims will let it bounce out of the back of the end zone. 30-yard line spot for the first possession of the third quarter for the battle red-wearing Houston Texans. Sweet-looking uniforms tonight. The debut of the new battle red, lions in white with the silver helmet and that familiar lion logo. C.J. Stroud huddles them up. Texans lead 23-7 to open the third. Bunch formation right, one back, Joe Mixon. Motion by Dell to the left side. No Nico Collins tonight. Now Stroud backs out in the gun from the 30. First down, CJ to throw. Quick throw left side, intercepted. Diving pick, and they got it at the 32-yard line. Davis with the INT, jumped the route, and Detroit, just like that, is in Houston territory to start the third quarter. One play in.
Yeah, it's exactly why I said earlier that you should go to some double move stuff, because they're playing so close on Tank Dell that eventually he was going to jump one. And this may be called back.
Okay, let's hope.
I'm not sure that.
Well, they'll review it
Carlton
automatically.
Davis. Yeah, for turnovers.
He goes to the ground. The question is, does he have control of the ball?
I don't think he did.
Look at it. Yeah, it looks pretty clean. Stroud throws his fifth interception of the year. He had just 5 last year.
It's going to stand. He's got one hand under it.
Okay.
Between the turf and the football. It looks like it comes. It looks like it may move and it may have come out. But I think he holds it, and I think this one's going to stand.
Yep. They got it at the Houston 31-yard line. Sudden change. Big moment here. Momentum shifter. Texans up 23-7. Trying to keep the Lions at bay.
And I mean, they had the perfect route, perfect player in Tank Dell to run the double move, the out and up.
Montgomery in the backfield, Goff under center, first down at the Houston 31. Laporta in motion. Here's a toss to Montgomery, right side, 30, 25, and down inside the 20-yard line along the sideline as Azeez Al-Shire makes the hit. That's a 12-yard run for Montgomery, and that's not the way you want to start this half, the longest run of the night for the Lions.
And you can't allow a guy like Montgomery to get full speed and engaging the line of scrimmage. He's too tough to bring down.
First down inside the 20. Goff, shotgun. St. Brown in motion to the right, one back, Montgomery. Goff calls for the ball. Here it is. Here's Montgomery again, running right. This time he's stumped. Might have lost a half yard on the play, if not more, as the Texans blew up the play. Let's see who gets up off the bottom of the pile. Azeez is in there somewhere.
Tatakasi is one of the few getting up late.
With Azeez. Second down and a long 10 at the 20 after that blow-up on first down. St. Brown out to the left side in the slot. Williams wider. Second down and long at the Houston 20, one back. Gibbs, Goff in the gun. Goff takes the snap. Goff with pressure arriving, throwing downfield. Intercepted! Lassiter, his second of the game at the 1. He dove into the end zone. Are they going to mark him out? In any case, it's another Texans takeaway. Their 4th of the night. It's got to be a touchback, right? He was untouched. What a diving effort by Lassiter. The Bama boys making noise tonight, but that Georgia kid just picked off another pass.
Well, he kind of owned Bama when he was in college, so rightfully so. And I tell you what, that's a heck of an interception and a heck of a turnaround to answer Carlton Davis's interception.
And Goff can't believe it. Texans have the rock back, leading 23-7 with 13:38 to go in the third quarter. This is Texans Radio.
It's always football season in Texas, and Reliant is bringing the energy, powering game day for the Houston Texans and Texans fans across the Lone Star State. Reliant is the only energy provider trusted by the Houston Texans to power every electric moment for the fans in the stands or on the couch this season and beyond. Reliant, proud to be the official energy provider of your Houston Texans.
Reliant, PUCT number 10007.
Cancer is never just cancer. It affects your entire body. At Houston Methodist Neal Cancer Center, we have the expertise to treat all of you. Leading oncologists use the latest technology, research, and treatments to stop your cancer, while specialists minimize its effects on major organs. There's a better approach to cancer care that heals all of you. That's the difference between practicing medicine and leading it. Houston Methodist, leading medicine.
If your day sounds like,
we need the report ASAP.
You deserve Modelo. If you've persevered through, you deserve this rich golden lager with a crisp but refreshing taste. Or if you overcame,
2 more rings, 2 more.
you deserve this ice cold reward. Modelo, the Remarkable Fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Port Chicago, Illinois.
Great to have you listening to Texans football all over the Lone Star State and beyond. Brought to you by Mustang Cat, building Texas, powering the world. 4th takeaway of the night for the Texans. Lassiter's second pick, and they're going to mark him down at the 1, as they'll say he had control before he went into the end zone. And with 13:38 to go in the third, the Texans have it right back, but they're pinned deep here. And let's quickly go downstairs to John Harris. John?
Hey, guys, you like numbers?
Sure.
Prior to this game, Jared Goff had 4 interceptions all season. He has got 4 tonight. That's pretty amazing the way that this swarm defense has been all over the place. Great play by Kamari Lassiter. That was excellent. He just jumped right in front of that ball. It was incredible. Great move. But now you got the ball to 1. You got to block 98-54, and that's going to be tough.
That's DJ Reader and McNeil. Here's Stroud under center with Mixon in the end zone in the backfield. First down from the Houston 1-yard line. Detroit creeping up to the line. Mixon dives over right guard and gets maybe a yard on the play. Got to be very careful here. DJ Reader in on that stop. We loved him as a Texan. Not so much tonight. So they're going to move this ball to the 2. It's a 1-yard pickup from Mixon.
Sorry, I was having a conference over here with our producer, Robert Hensley, about the interception for Toa. And they changed it from a fumble to an interception. We thought they would. That brought the total to 4. You're absolutely right, John Harris.
2nd and 9. Stroud back to throw. Pumps, throws over the middle, incomplete. Woods was the intended receiver. Was that a clean drop? Woods has got to make that catch. That would have been near a first down. Now it's 3rd down and 9.
Boy, and he missed one. There's a tight end running wide open on a corner route. And I think it was Stover on a corner route that he throws underneath. The corner route's wide open.
Need something good here, Dre.
And you get so concerned when you're backed up like this. You want to get the ball out fast. And you got a little bit more time than you actually think you have.
3rd and 9. Here's Stroud in the gun. Stepping up. CJ firing last moment. Incomplete. Almost picked off by Branch. The intended receiver was Schultz. Branch got in the way of it as Stroud rushed the football, and the Texans go 3 and out after picking off Jared Goff for the 4th time. And here's Tommy Townsend punting from the back of his end zone.
This secondary, they've come out in the second half, and they are not playing like the 29th ranked secondary in the NFL.
They're jumping routes, making noise. Stroud upset with the last 2 possessions, understandably so. Tommy in the back of his end zone awaits the snap from John Weeks. Long count, snap on target. Tommy delivers. Gets it off. Here's Raymond inside the 45-yard line of Detroit. Makes the catch at the 43. Starts left, 45. Texans got to hustle down there. They trip him up in Houston territory across the Texans' 45-yard line. So great field position here for the Lions. 12:44 to go in the third. We're going to keep it right here. 23-7. Texans lead. Lions trying to chop into it on this possession. Goff with the 4 picks. That ties his career worst. 2018, he did it when he was with the Rams.
4
so this
picks.
is his worst day as a Lion so far, but the night is young relatively.
Yes, that rating has gone down even farther than the 38.7 it was at halftime.
Montgomery in the backfield, bunch formation left. First down, Lions at the Texans 44. Officials holding things up here for a moment. Hunter rushing from the left side. Barnett from the right. Goff sending a man in motion right side. Here's a handoff, Montgomery, and Devin White gets there first. Montgomery maintains his balance and ekes his way to the 40-yard line, 4-yard gain he leaned the body forward.
He turned maybe a get back to the line of scrimmage run into about a 4-yard gain or so.
Boy, Henry couldn't get him, and Foley is down on a knee. Fatukasi being looked at by the athletic trainers.
Well, he's got some good quickness for a guy his size.
Montgomery?
Foley.
Oh, Foley, yeah. He was questionable coming in and obviously giving it a go, but now down on a knee. Got to hope for the best here. You need everybody on that D-line. Keep everybody fresh. They've been getting after it tonight. And a timeout on the field here with 12:28 to go in the third quarter. The Texans leading 23-7. 2nd and 6 for Detroit on the way at the Houston 40. We'll be back after this message from your local
Hey, Bo.
station.
Hey, Matt.
We have another extra special guest coming up, I think. Do you want to reveal who will be on our show?
Yes, we will be joined by Glinda from the upcoming Wicked film, the one, the only Ariana Grande, who is in the studio with us.
Do not miss this episode. You'll be changed for good.
Listen to Las Culturistas on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Las Culturistas and start listening.
If you're like most Americans, you have a ton of credit card debt, and you're paying insane interest rates on that debt every month. Same for car loans and personal loans. Stop getting ripped off. Let Loan Pronto consolidate that debt for you at a significantly lower rate using the equity in your home. This is Craig Way. Loan Pronto's Express Equity line of credit can get you up to $500,000 so you can consolidate your debt in as fast as 5 days. Their average client saves over $1,000 every month by doing this. And right now is the best time to act. With an Express Equity line of credit, you can access up to 90% of your home's equity, usually without an appraisal. Don't put it off. Get your financial house in order for the new year. Call Loan Pronto now to see what you can save. It's a free quote and there's no credit pull unlike the other guys. Call now, 512-298-4600. LoanPronto.com. That's 512-298-4600. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781. Subject to lender approval, NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
So great to have you. So great to have you listening tonight. Texans Radio, brought to you by Mustang Cat Building Texas, powering the world. Mustang Cat being looked at. Texans trying to stop a Detroit drive that started in Houston territory. Currently, the Lions have it at the Houston 40, 2nd and 6. And let's go down to the field and check in with John Harris. Johnny.
Right now you look at it, the defensive tackle position. You got Kurt Heinisch and Tommy Togiai. Those are the smaller of the 4 defensive tackles that you have. Foley Fatukasi just went into the tent. So I would imagine the Lions are going to see this and try and run. Now, Togiai's done a pretty good job holding up because he's quicker than he is big. He's lucky if he's 285. But I don't imagine that the Lions are going to want to run at Heinisch and Togiai, the two smaller defensive tackles.
Here we go with Jared Goff in the shotgun set with Montgomery to his left. Second down and 6.
Especially with Montgomery in the game right now.
Now they go offset eye after a shift. Goff fakes the Gibbs, steps out to his right, plants, and he's going to gun it long downfield and caught Laporta inside the 5, brought down by Eric Murray. That was a beautiful play by the Lions. Kind of reminiscent of what the Texans ran to Schultz in the playoff game against Cleveland last year. Everybody going one way, the tight end going the other, and it's a 1st and goal for the Lions, 37-yard pass play.
Just waited a little bit too late to make a break on the football was Eric Murray, and now the Lions set up at point-blank range here.
Goff in the gun, Montgomery to his left, bunch formation, wide side right, 1st and goal at the 3. Laporta in motion to the left. Handoff Montgomery over the left side, he's in. Touchdown Lions. Here we go. Buckle up. It's going to be a bumpy night. They're going to go for 2 right here with 11:34 to go in the 3rd down 10. Are they really going to do that? Cut it to a 1-score game. Yeah. You said it. You can't score enough points in the first half of a game. And let's hope the Texans can score enough points in the second half of a game to keep the Lions distanced. Williams and St. Brown wide side left. They mark the ball at the 2 for the 2-point conversion. Goff shotgun Montgomery to his left. Handoff Montgomery. And he's submarine. He's not going to get in. Petrie, Barnett, they bring him down at the 1. So the Texans dodge the deuce. And with 11:34 to go in the 3rd, it's a 10-point lead for Houston.
Petrie with an excellent tackle on Montgomery. He didn't allow him to get started. And that's the thing. You have to get penetration on a guy like Montgomery to make him kind of pitter-pat his feet, think for a second, and then somebody else has got to come in like Petrie. So they get the penetration they need to reroute Montgomery. And when he's doing that, Petrie does a nice job of getting low and bringing him down.
Laporta's 37-yard catch gave them the goal to go. They score the TD, but they don't. Texans will get the ball back up 10. Still a great situation. Scoring team in the NFL.
32.5 points. They can do it in a hurry. They've got playmakers that can make plays with Sam Laporta.
And what did we say before the game, Trey? You got to score over 30 to win this one.
Yep.
Texans in a great on the board, but they got to keep marching forward offensively. South end zone. Sims, 6-yard line spot for C.J. Stroud and company. Texans had one of their 66 yards, 6 plays. Mechie 23-7, but now it's 23-13, and you have to answer.
Yep, 30's the magic number, and I think the first wins this baby. And Texans in a pretty good spot right now.
First down at the Houston 30, Mixon in the backfield, Stroud under center. Stover in motion to the right, handoff Mixon. Trying to find something over right guard, nothing. Maybe a half yard. Pascal getting in there, back in the lineup this week, making a play, 2nd and long. Here comes Mechie, Dell. And also checking in, Dalton Schultz. Had a big catch in the first half. Boy, they gave him nothing. They'll just move it just across the 30-yard line. 2nd down and every bit of 10 here. Stroud, shotgun set, 1 back. 2nd and 10 at the Houston 30. Dell motions into the backfield for split backs. Now Dell out to the left side as CJ takes the snap. Hands off to Mixon, running right, and Mixon not a lot of room here. 2-yard pickup.
Yeah, I mean,
did not get the block out in front, and now it's 3rd and 8.
It's their base personnel, 4-3, and it's 3 linebackers, 4 defensive linemen. They are playing the run. And you know, with that personnel in, they're playing zone behind it. They've got to give CJ some freedom to get out of one play into another because you're basically running into a brick wall over and over again if he's not doing that.
Yeah, Mixon, not a lot of yards. He has an 8-yard touchdown run, but 13 total in this game. 3rd and 8 from the Houston 32. Stroud in the gun. Here's a blitz as CJ takes the snap, rips the ball downfield. First down and more, 50, 45, 40, and Schultz down to the 36-yard line. Stroud with the heat on, firing the bullet to Dalton Schultz. Huge play, Texans 31 yards.
I'm not sure who the blitzer was, but he ran into a brick wall that was wearing number 28 in Joe Mixon. What a great blitz pickup by Joe, and it gave CJ the amount of time.
Handoff, Mixon quickly as he runs to the 30-yard line, 6-yard pickup. A Detroit defender running on the field late, 2nd and 4, 9.5 to go, 3rd quarter. Texans driving. They lead it 23-13.
Yeah, it was Brian Branch who was the blitzer that Mixon picked up. I mean, you talk about some unselfish play in Joe Mixon. Robert Woods with a block that got Mixon into the end zone earlier in the first quarter. Love the team football that they're playing right now.
Baxton and I, 2nd and 4 at the Detroit 30. CJ fakes the give, boots out to the right, trying to set up, airs it out downfield, and intercepted. Threw it late, got picked off. Unbelievable. Davis again with the pick.
Can't go late. He went absolutely late. You've got to anticipate that throw or who's going to come open. Set your feet earlier, and Tank Dell is dancing all the way to Cullen Avenue if he throws it earlier.
Touchback. Detroit has it back. 2 picks this half by Stroud. 10-point lead, Texans 23-13. 8:55 to go in the 3rd. This is Texans Radio.
Houston's hospitality market is on fire. And with Bayou Hospitality, your official partner of the Houston Texans, you can invest in hotels in the Houston area. Enjoy a 12% targeted return with opportunities starting at just $25,000. Something you definitely won't get from your bank. It's a smart, exciting way to grow your investment in a thriving city. Visit bayou.fund to get started today. Investment subject to risk. See website for details.
What does it take to make the world's most awarded tequila? 1800 Tequila knows it takes dedication down to every drop. It's more than just harvesting the finest blue agave. It's using it in a 200-year-old recipe recognized by tequila experts as the best in its class. So when you choose 1800 Tequila, you choose taste above all. 1800, the best taste in tequila. 1800 Tequila, Proximo, Jersey City, New Jersey. 21 and older. Please drink responsibly.
We believe in champions at Texas Children's Orthopedics. The runners, the receivers, the strikers, the dreamers. As the only children's hospital partnered with the U.S. Olympic and Paralympic Medical Network, our nationally ranked team brings a caliber of care normally reserved for professional athletes to every patient. Because we champion one thing above all. You. Texas Children's. The difference is life-changing.
Carlton Davis, 2 interceptions this half as the Texans get turned away. End zone pick, 23-13. They lead it, 8:55 to go, 3rd quarter over the Detroit Lions. And this quarter is brought to you by CDW, people who get it. By Texas Children's, teaming up with the Houston Texans to encourage kids to play 60 every day. And by Victory Live, connecting the world of live experiences. Let's go live to John Harris on the sideline now. Johnny?
All right, guys, quick injury update. Foley Fatukasi is questionable with foot. Now, he's been dealing with 2 other injuries, a groin and a shoulder. So now you throw in there a foot, and he kind of limped off, and it didn't look like a groin limp. So Foley Fatukasi not in the ball game and questionable. Trying to see if I can see him on the sideline. I don't see him right now. So those 3 guys inside, Heinisch, Settle, and Togiai, they're going to have to go the whole distance here.
That's amazing because Mario Edwards, he can come back next week at Dallas. Foley's out right now. It's just incredible how they've had to survive all these hits. No Will Anderson at the edge, obviously, in this game. Real tough stuff for the Houston Texans. Back on D. They had the timeout, but this is still a sudden change. First down, Lions at their 20. One back, Gibbs. Goff in the gun. Four-man front for Houston. Here's Goff. Here's a little toss to Gibbs. Running to the right side. Has the corner. 25-30 and hops out of bounds. Let's see where they mark him. Just beyond the 30 at about the 32. 12-yard run. Gibbs cannot afford to let him get going.
No, and he can't believe that he stepped out of bounds because he had more room than he thought. Gave a fake inside, and he's getting ready to turn on speed. I don't know if there's a body in this building that could catch him. We got another Texan that's injured.
Yeah, Kamari Lassiter shake it up.
He took a shot from Jimmy Ward, some friendly fire, and I mean he got kissed pretty good.
Okay, so Kamari Lassiter shaking up, walking off with some assistance here. They're going to put him in the tent. So now you have Kadar Holman going in a corner. D'Angelo Ross got waived.
Well, guess where Goff is getting ready to go.
Yeah, I know what you like to do here. Go after the new guy. And Lassiter's played so well. He has 2 picks on the night. First down, Detroit. 23-13, Texans lead. 8.5 to go, third quarter. Goff under center. First down, Lions at their 32. Goff fakes to give. Goff in the pocket. Oodles of time. Chucks it long downfield. And picked off. Kalen Bullock. He's got it. At the 24-yard line.
I can't believe what I'm seeing. Wow.
5 picks. Bullock.
Oh, I love it.
Williams, the intended receiver. And the rookie putting on a show this season.
Let me tell you.
His 4th interception.
This defensive effort tonight has been arguably the best in many years because of who it is and how this team came into this building tonight cooking, and they have just turned it around. Every time the Lions do something, the Texans have come back defensively to one-up them.
Texans have it at their 22. 8:18 to go in the third. 10-point lead. Here's Stroud under center. One back, Mixon. CJ, long count, looks it over. Dell motioning around the left side. Here's a toss to Mixon. Wants some room. Has a little across the 25, and Mixon hammers his way to the 27-yard line, 5-yard gain. That's the Joe we know and love as Nowoski and Anzalone go over there to make the hit.
And now finally getting just a little bit of room to breathe in the running game is Joe Mixon. And we know he can have them for 1 yard, 2 yards, 3 yards, and then all of a sudden turn out a 60-yarder at any moment. So you just have to stay committed to it.
Stover, right side of the bunch. Now a motion to the left side. One back, Mixon. 2nd and 5 from the Houston 27. CJ under center. And Stroud heads off to Joe. Little hole, left side. 30-31, close to a first down. Pushed back from there. Jack Campbell.
Going to be about a yard shy.
Branch. 3rd down and 1. Got to move this.
And so this is a situation where, you're not going to bring Joe out of the game here, but they also can throw to him, show it to him, and then bootleg with him going out the front door and get him the football on the move.
Texans up 10. 3rd down and 1 across the Houston 31-yard line. Mix into the backfield. Stroud under center. Everybody bunched in tight.
9 in the box.
Here we go. Joe gets a little mini toss and has it left side for the first down just to the 33-yard line. And he's got the first.
I think CJ just improvised there. I think he saw that Joe Mixon had outflanked him, and he knew he wasn't going to get there to get the handoff to him. So what do? Just turn around and flip it to him. And a heck of a job by Joe Mixon of picking up a first down.
That's incredible if that's true.
Oh, there's no doubt. He couldn't get there. That was a stretch play
so here
that he couldn't get to it. So he figured out that he couldn't fast enough to where he just flips it out there, and Joe Mixon turned it into something.
You got to love it. First down, Texans at their 33. Stroud under center, Mixon to the backfield. Detroit loading up on the line with 5 men. Handoff, Joe running left. And he's got a little room across the 35, tripped up. Otherwise, he's running for a long time. Davis with the tackle.
It's coming back.
37. A flag is down, and Davis is slow to get up.
Yeah,
holding.
I think this is on
offense number 70.
Yep.
10-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
Scruggs again, second holding penalty. And
Didn't need to do it.
Nope,
Well,
he was already outflanked the defense. Liam McNeil is the defender that Scruggs is working against. They saw the left hand kind of tug, and that's what really gave it away. So now instead of being in a short yardage situation, you're now first down in a bunch.
Davis is still not off the field. He's going to walk off gingerly, to say the least, and maybe he can shake this off. He has 2 interceptions tonight. We have 6:09 to go in the third quarter. The Texans leading 23-13. Faced now with a 1st and 20 at the Houston 23-yard line.
Let's see who's in the game for him.
Okay, so the Texans huddle up, and Kendall Vildor checks in for Davis, who will jog off the rest of the way from the numbers on to the Detroit bench.
I kind of want Davis in the game. I want him back in. 1, he's injured, and 2, he's basically biting on everything, jumping every route. So that double move is still there if the Texans want it. I'd save it right here, though, until he comes back.
So here we go with the Texans huddling up. 18 on the play clock, and J.J. Taylor in the game. Stroud under 7.
I like his energy, Mark.
Yep. Diminutive, but super strong. On 1st and 20, C.J. fakes the gibbs. C.J. with pressure on, and he's going to be sacked by McNeil. Got by Shaq Mason, and it's too bad because C.J. was getting ready to step up and do something pretty. But this is another big loss for the Texans, who on a few drives this game have gone backwards, and here they are. It's 2nd down and 30. 3rd sack of the game for the Lions.
And the guy that just had the sack is down.
McNeil, who's a terror on the inside of that defensive line for Detroit.
The one thing the Lions, win, lose, or draw, when they leave here, they're going to know that they were in a physical football game.
Well, they are in a situation where they're going to get everybody's best game. Everybody's going to want to be at their best against the Lions, who have been at their best against so many teams this year. The run they are on right now is incredible, and everyone noticed what they did to Dallas. That was after a thrashing of Seattle at home, but Dallas 47-9. Minnesota, they won that one late, 52-14 over the Titans, 24-14 at Green Bay.
I mean, they're putting up numbers that you see in college football, but you don't see it in the NFL. No team, I don't remember a team for a very long time averaging over 30 points a game. 32 points a game is what the Lions were averaging coming in here tonight.
Trey, how many plays do you have for 2nd and 30?
Draw play and a screen. That's about it.
2nd down and 30 from the Houston 13-yard line. Stroud in the gun. Mixon in the backfield with him. CJ hands off to Mixon. Up the middle he goes. Getting a little more breathing room here up to the 17-yard line. And you'd hate to abandon things. You'd love to see something where somebody might break some.
You can't, because that's when you go chasing 2nd and 30, whatever, that's when you make a mistake. You throw a pick, you go late over the middle, it gets tipped, an interception. Something happens that's not good. So you've got to protect yourself. You're down inside your 20-yard line. Run the football again right here and punt it and play defense.
3rd and 26 after that 4-yard Mixon run. Here's Stroud of the gun. One back Dare. 3 receivers wide side right. CJ hands off on the delay. Little draw to Dare. Running left has the 25 and down at the 28-yard line as Houston and Branch get in there for the hit. And the Texans get a little bit of yardage here to make it more of a field flip potential situation with Raymond back deep. 4:20 to go, 3rd quarter, clock moving. Texans in front, 23-13. About to punt it back to the Lions, who have turned the ball over 5 times tonight. John Weeks will snap to Tommy Townsend, who's at the Houston 14-yard line.
Well, 5 of those turnovers belong to Jared Goff.
Here's the snap. Here's Tommy's kick.
Nice punt.
Here's Raymond backing up inside the 20 and making the catch at the 18, starting right, and he gets by the first wave up the right sideline, 30, and out of bounds at the 35-yard line, but there's a flag down.
Yeah, you got a block in the back. It's coming back all the way inside the 20 and then half the distance from there.
That is very good news, as Raymond found a little seam up the right side. It's a 90-yard return on his stat sheet this season.
Illegal block in the back. Receiving team number 51. 10-yard penalty First down.
Ben Neiman picked it up, and this backs the ball up deep for the Lions, who have the rock, but the Texans have the lead, 23-13, 3:51 to go in the third. This is Texans Radio.
At H-E-B, we know that game day is about more than the game itself. The taste of victory is unparalleled, but so is the taste of H-E-B jalapeno poppers hot off the grill. Seeing the best players in their prime is truly something to behold. So is an H-E-B Prime 1 burger that you grilled to perfection. For low prices on all the things that make game day great and delicious, visit H-E-B, your official game day headquarters, or use the My H-E-B app to start prepping for game day right away.
It starts with a simple order, a cold Dos Equis dressed with salt and lime. But for the salt clinging to the bottle and the lime perched on top, this is the luckiest of unions. As if the universe has swiped right, pairing flavors together with a crisp Dos Equis. This is refreshment designed by fate, blessed by destiny, and served by bartenders. Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. Copyright 2024 Dos Equis, imported by Cervezas Mexicanas, White Plains, New York.
Trusted steel power in the palm of your hand. This holiday season, save $30 on the GTA 26 handheld garden pruner. Now just $149.99. Check off a gift from the top of their wish list and make trimming tree limbs a breeze with a lightweight design and 4-inch cutting bar. Visit your local steel dealer today or shop online at steelusa.com. Was $179.99 MSRP. Includes battery and charger. Offer valid for a limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
Back at NRG Stadium with the Texans clinging to a 10-point lead against the Lions. It's 23-13. It's the Buffalo Wild Wings scoreboard. Score 6 free wings at Buffalo Wild Wings when the Texans force a turnover. Visit HoustonTexans.com/BWW-promo for details. Ravens on Thursday took care of business against the Bengals. 35-34, moving their record to 7-3. Carolina Panthers 3-7 on the year, but won in Germany 20-17 earlier this morning against the Giants. Patriots, they get their third win, 19-3 winners over the Bears. The Colts, they fought hard, but no win there. Buffalo 30, Colts 20. Jaguars, another team in the division, lost today, 12-7 to the Minnesota Vikings. And the Chiefs, the only undefeated team in the league, had to block a last-minute field goal, actually with time running out, to hold on against the Broncos, 16-14.
Here's Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions at their 10. Texans up 10. In the third quarter, motion by St. Brown to the left. Gibbs the back, he gets the call, running left, 1.5 yards. That is going to be it as the Texans get a good tackle out of Devin White, the new guy playing his third game for the franchise.
That's a great tackle. That's the thing about Gibbs is you cannot let him get started with all that speed. I tell you what, Devin White shows up.
Second down and 9 from the Lions' 11-yard line. Gibbs in the backfield, Goff in the gun, 2 receivers each way. 4-man front for Houston. Goff takes the snap. Goff wants to throw. Left side just bounces it to St. Brown. Flag is down. Is this against the Texans? Looks like it could be. It's in the defensive backfield.
That ball was gone and hit the turf and was bouncing by the time the flag came out. So I'm not sure what this is about.
Well, they're pointing to the Lions' end of the field.
Did they run a pick?
That's a good sign.
Was it a pick play up the side? Because there's a tight end going up the sideline. Let's see, get the official word.
There's no foul for pass interference. The ball is short and not catchable.
Okay. And because I think Goff knew there were 2 Texans defenders there. If he doesn't put that one in the turf, it's going the other way.
Okay.
There are 2 guys right there getting ready to make a break on the football.
3:13 to go in the third. 23-13 Texans lead. It's 3rd down and 9 for the Lions at their 11-yard line. Empty backfield, 3 receivers wide side right, and now motion into the backfield by Gibbs.
They're light in the box here, Mark.
Here's Goff in the gun on 3rd and 9 from his 11. Snap. Goff swings it out to Gibbs, right side, gets ahead of steam, has the first down, 20, 25, 30, cutting inside, 35, and finally ridden down at the 44-yard line. That worked out well for the Lions as they played it perfectly. Jerry Hughes with the tackle on Gibbs. and they get it to the 44-yard line, a 33-yard play.
Yeah, they've motioned Gibbs back in and make it look as though they're going to pass to the left, all the while outflanking the defense to the right with Gibbs. And they were in man-to-man, the Texans, so they're guys chasing receivers. Nobody there to rally up and make a play till he's way down the field.
From the 44 of the Lions, 1st and 10. Backs in an eye. Gibbs the tailback. They toss it to him. Running left, trying to use that speed, but he can't get to the corner, and Hunter rides him down at the 45-yard line, maybe a yard.
And Danielle Hunter with some excellent versatility, being able to play obviously a great pass rusher, plays that part of the game very well, but he's a pretty good run stopper and doesn't get enough credit for that part of his game as well.
They'll mark it at the 44, no gain, 2nd and 10. Hunter steps out for a moment, Horton in. Here's Goff in the gun, one back Gibbs. St. Brown in motion to the right. Goff hands off to Gibbs, running left, and he gets gang tackled at the 47-yard line, pushed back from there, 3-yard pickup, 3rd down again, 3rd and 7 for the Lions.
And this is where you got to have all eyeballs on Laporta. He and Jamison Williams, two big players, and especially on 3rd down. Laporta's done most of his damage tonight on 3rd down.
A minute 20 to go, 3rd quarter. Lions 5 for 8 on 3rd down. Texans up 10. Lions with a 3rd down and 7 from their 47. Goff in the gun. One back Montgomery. Goff with extra instructions at the line. Here's the snap. Here's the handoff. Montgomery running left, and he's going to be stuffed across the 48-yard line of the Lions. Texans blew it up. Hunter and friends getting in there, and it's 4th down.
Yeah, I'm thinking if he gets more than that or gets it to 4th and short, then Dan Campbell's going to go for it. That's why you run that play. Any kind of progress, he's going to go for it. But when you're still 4th and medium, you go ahead and punt it away and play defense.
Looks like Henry got him low. Hunter got him high. And here comes a punt by Jack Fox. Delivers. Sims back deep inside the 10, calls for the fair catch and makes it at the 9-yard line. So not great field position, but the Texans still up 10, 23-13, final 30 seconds of the 3rd quarter. Stats brought to you by Kroger. Sign up for Kroger Boost today. Now, C.J. Stroud has 2 picks in this half, but a touchdown pass late in the first half, 15 of 25, 196 yards on the day. Mechie leading the way in receptions, 4 catches, none in the second half. Goff, 9 for 22, 161 yards, a touchdown, and 5 interceptions. That's a team record for the Texans in INTs. From the 9-yard line of Houston, C.J. Stroud, shotgun, one back, Mixon, 3 receivers left side, wide side of the field, but bunched in tight. On 1st down, Stroud to throw, looking, airing it out downfield, right side, incomplete. Stover, the intended target, could not get the football in.
Would love to have seen Schultz, because he caught that same pass earlier in this game or right before halftime and got himself out of bounds. That one just should have been caught.
Yeah, got to catch that.
You got a linebacker on him, but still should have been caught.
Jack Campbell in coverage. 2nd down and 10. Got to dial up another one, Bobby. 2nd and 10 from the Houston 9. CJ in the gun, one back, 3 receivers wide side left. CJ, quick throw left side, the screen. Woods trying to do something with it, maybe a yard. Brought down along the sideline. Branch making the tackle, and that's going to be the last play of the 3rd quarter as the Texans are faced with 3rd down at about 9. Deep in their own end, but up 10 as we head for the final frame. 23-13, Texans. This is Texans Radio.
You know what having fun your way is really like? It's never-ending options and rewards at over 50 destinations nationwide. It's Caesars Rewards. Dine at Hell's Kitchen at Caesars Palace, Las Vegas. Party the night away at Harrah's, New Orleans. Or bet big on table games at Horseshoe, Bossier City. With Caesars Rewards, you earn benefits for every way you play. Book your trip at Caesars.com and sign up for Caesars Rewards today. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Know when to stop before you start. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
When you're a fan of the Houston Texans, you stand for big plays, winning drives, and exciting comebacks. When you're the head coach of the Houston Texans, you stand for leadership. Folks, this is D'Amico Ryans. When it comes to leadership, there's one brand I stand for. Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks. My Ford F-150 offers capabilities that help me be at my best every day. So Texans fans, stand tall, work hard, and be your best. Ford is the best in Texas.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
The excitement is building for the 2024 Houston Texans season, and as a Lux member, you can access the Texans like no one else. Entertain your top clients and employees in a Texans Lux Game Day Suite while cheering on CJ Stroud, Will Anderson Jr., and the rest of your Texans. Limited memberships are still available, but going quickly. Visit HoustonTexansLux.com now to schedule a private tour with our Lux team and secure your ticket to the best game day experience available.
Huddle Against Hunger, presented by Kroger. It's a free downloadable curriculum for teachers and parents. Visit HoustonTexans.com/Huddle Against Hunger to join the fight today. In second halves this year, the Texans have been now outscored 128-82, and they have yet to score a TD in the third quarter at home this year. But we all would have taken up 10 entering the fourth, 23-13, and that's what it is with a 3rd and 9 on the way, Andre.
Yeah, no doubt. Any lead going into the fourth quarter, you take it. But right now, you got to take care of the football as the main objective here on third down. Third down and you're inside your 10-yard line. You cannot do anything foolish because you turn it over here, and it's a guaranteed quick points.
Lions chopping at the bit, but they've thrown 5 picks tonight. Uncharacteristic night for them, but for the Texans, they've been rattling opposing quarterbacks all season long.
I don't think, I'm not saying you lose aggression on either side of the ball, offense or defense, but you got to make the Lions work for it rather than giving them turnovers and get a short field.
3rd and 9 for the Houston 10. Stroud of the gun, one back. CJ gets the snap. CJ over the middle and incomplete. Branch got in the way of Xavier Hutchinson and broke up the play, so the Texans will punt it away. Did not get the separation, and Branch got a great break on the ball. He is one tough customer.
If that one got in there, it would have been the best throw of CJ's career. That's how good the coverage was with Branch on the back end.
Branch has 4 picks on the year. Joseph has 6, and Davis has 2 tonight. Here's Tommy, 4 yards deep in his end zone, ready to punt. Weeks will snap it to him from the Texans 10. As we open the fourth quarter, snap on target, Townsend delivers. Raymond calling for the fair catch, and he makes it at the 37-yard line of the Lions. Could have been a whole lot worse there as Tommy got it out of the shadow of the goal post. And he punts it all the way to the 37, 53-yard punt, 23-13 lead. Houston, 14:49 to go, fourth quarter. Let's go down to the field and check in with John Harris. Johnny?
On that second down run that they took to the Lions sideline, Daniel Hunter ended up getting the tackle. But it's Jalen Petrie who has been coming up in primary force and taking on blockers and making the ball bounce, or he's making the tackle himself. He's coming out of the game now, so he can put 3 linebackers on the field. But Jalen Petrie's been a big factor in this run defense thus far.
Montgomery in the backfield. Goff under center. First down Lions from their 36-yard line. Texans up 10 early fourth quarter. Goff fakes the give. Goff with pressure, throws over the middle. One hopper. Incomplete to Montgomery at 2nd and 10.
Excellent pass rush. Someone got right in the face of Jared Goff. Togi eye. And it gets a hand on the football along with it, so he's knocking it down. I mean, I just don't know if I've seen Jared Goff play a football game where he has been totally dominated like this defensively.
Let's hope it continues. 2nd and 10 Lions from their 36. They had 2 balls on the field, and they finally sort that situation out. That's unfair for the Lions having 2 footballs.
They called and fumble real quick, right?
With this offense. 2nd down and 10 from the Detroit 36. Goff shotgun. Montgomery in the backfield with him. 2 receivers left. Here's the snap. 4-man rush. Goff under a little pressure. Rips it underneath and brought down at the 44-yard line. A couple of yards short of a first down is St. Brown. So 3rd down and short coming up as they went with the underneath stuff to Amon-Ra St. Brown, the 4th-year receiver from USC. It's going to be 3rd and a long one.
6 consecutive games played with a touchdown reception. They tied a record by Herman Moore, my ex-teammate back in 1994. He set the record, but he's been held in check tonight.
3rd and 1 from the 45. Montgomery straight ahead. And met and pushed back. Did he get it? They're going to mark him close.
They may have to measure this, Mark.
Across the 45.
Where they're coming in. He's drifting up the field. Yeah, he drifted up the field. He had him short of the 46-yard line, and then by the time the line judge came all the way in, he was on top of the 46-yard line. Okay. So they're going to give him a first down with that run.
They'll do it. Got the yard to the 46-yard line of the Lions. 13:38 to go, 4th quarter. Texans up 23-13. Lions with a first down at their 46. Montgomery the back, Goff under center. Here's motion. Handoff Montgomery right side has a little seam and it closes up across the 49-yard line. Azeez Al-Shire with the tackle. A 3.5-yard pickup there for Montgomery, the former Bear.
It's like 2 trains meeting in the night. Azeez and Montgomery, and both refusing to give an inch, so they just went sideways. I mean, both guys collided, and they go sideways.
Can you get the ball out at least one more time tonight?
If he's throwing it.
6 from the 50. Montgomery in the backfield. Goff under center. Raymond in motion to the left. Goff fakes the give. He's got time. He throws downfield, and he's got his man who hangs on. Jameson Williams at the 33-yard line of Houston. Henry with the tackle. Man, he took a shot and still hung on to the ball, and he's down.
Man, I tell you what, Jared Goff took a shot as well. He's able to pop up, but Williams, who has an injury history.
Oh, his head hit the ground hard and awkwardly.
Took a shot.
Boy, that ball's wobbling coming out. Henry and Murray were on him, and his head hit the ground as he went down. And he'll stand up and walk off under his own power just fine.
And talking a little noise as he's walking off, so I think he'll be back.
33-yard line, 1st and 10 in Houston territory. 12:35 to go in the 4th.
Yeah, he and Henry were teammates as well at Alabama.
Yeah, there's a lot of Alabama representation here tonight. And you know, Will Anderson would love to be part of this party.
Yeah, and it's killing him not to be in the lineup.
First down at the Houston 33. Goff under center. Here's